good afternoon, and konbanwa, wherever you are in the world. I am the idol to give you the wings to fly, Cyber Angel, Rita Kamishiro, at your service. Yes, we are indeed continuing on the trail today. I read that, I read it as trial, I think is what it says. But I was like, wait a minute, trial? We did that already. Trail. I guess we have both of those in this Archon quest. Lots of mysterious stuff going on. Archon Attorney Part 2. There you go. That's the trial you're talking about. Welcome in. Good morning. Hello. How's it going? Hello, Rex. Hello, JD. Hello, Medidown, Grow, Chicken, Isekai Bokensha, Bio, Team Warrior, TND, Simon, Cypher, Frosty. Welcome in. Hello, Professor Jamal. How's everyone doing today? I had a very relaxing day. I thought I was going to do some work today, but I guess I did a little bit in the morning, but then my friends invited me to a last-minute brunch, which was really fun. And then after brunch, I got eepy, and then I took a nap, and then I woke up, and then here I am. Welcome in! How's it going? Oh my goodness. Oh my, what happened last time? Well, not in the last stream, but the second to last stream we did. We finished the trial. We concluded the Fontaine trial for Linny. And then the last stream that we had, we got sucked into the mysterious disappearance case. Is what we got sucked into. So we're trying to uncover the mysteries behind the disappearing young women, not just singular, it's plural. Trying to find the secrets behind the disappearing young women. And now I think we're about to go hunt down our suspects. Took 2 naps today. Oh, naps are so good. I feel like today is just one of those napping sort of days. You've been waiting for this Genshin stream. I know. I feel like we left off on a good cliffhanger. And now we gotta continue the mystery. I love a good mystery. I actually recently bought, not recently, like a couple weeks ago. I guess in the grand scheme of things, that is recent. I went to like a book sale, and it was just there was this person who had a bunch of old books, and I bought like a horror mystery. And I'd never heard of it before, but I picked it up because it looked very interesting. And hopefully I can maybe one day find time to read it. Always a good day for a Rita stream. I agree. I'm really excited. I love hanging out with you all. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. We learned the story behind Navia's father and what happened to him. That was so sad. I feel bad for Navia. She's cried twice now in this Archon quest. I feel like that's more than characters usually cry in Archon quests. How's the stream so far? We just got the party started, so you tuned in at the right time, Gudao. What's the book called? I don't know, but it's like a murder mystery, and it's like a bunch of like war veterans who came back from the war, but they're like haunted by things that had happened, and like one of their friends might actually be a murderer, and so they have to like go back and like to like the places that they've been to, and they have to piece together the clues. At least that's what the blurb said. I can't remember the title of the book, but it looked really spooky. Yeah. Oh my gosh, when Nahida cried in the Sumeru Archon quest, so sad. I just don't like seeing people cry as a crybaby myself. Not really. I guess when I say I'm not really good with people who are crying, I guess I mean it in that I will probably start crying as well. But I'd like to think that when people start crying, I think, if I'm able to overcome crying myself, I think I'm a pretty good helping hand. At least I like to think so. Yeah, another Genshin stream. I just want to finish the Archon quest because honestly, I've been thinking about it. I really want to know what happens. I also don't want to have to keep avoiding spoilers. So that's where we are. Welcome in for those who just popped in. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick recap. I'm going to read the Archon quest summary, so we can all be on the same page. It says, the truth, lost within the rain. Or with the rain, lost with the rain. It feels like a film noir title, I don't know. Visit Jacques' family. You're now involved in the serial disappearances of young women case, whether you like it or not. From the new intelligence you gained from your encounter at the Fontaine of Lucine, the Fountain of Lucine, You and Navia prepare for the next step in your investigation. How's the volume, by the way? I think the game volume might be a little quiet for now, since we're in menu, but do let me know if it gets too loud or too quiet. So, to kind of summarize, we went over the list of suspects who we think might be in on the case. Down to 3 people, and those 3 people are actually the people I put on the thumbnail. If you want to ask me their names, I genuinely do not remember. But I think we'll run into them as we do the quest. So let's go. We're currently in Poisson, or I think it's French for fish. It's their hideout, the Spina di Rosula hideout. There's trafficking in Genshin. The thing is, I don't know all the details of the disappearances case, but that's what we're gonna go find out. Let's see, right here. Hold on, why is it here? Oh, I just have to go all the way up here? Okay. Oh, how do I make my way over there? Oh, but I think it's above. Right here, right? Oh, I guess not. Who is... Okay, we gotta go visit Jacques' family. I guess I'll just make my way over this way. Suspect A, B, and C. Exactly. Suspect mustache guy, better mustache guy, and the no mustache man. Speaking of mustache, I have a visitor for you all.
Please excuse me and enjoy
1 second.
your conversation at your leisure.
1 second, everybody. I think you all know who to suspect, I guess. Oh my gosh. Expect, that's the word I'm looking for. Not suspect. I promise my special guest isn't a suspect in the case. Oh ho ho! I'm not a suspect, I promise. I'm hunting down our suspects. I myself am not a suspect. And welcome back once again, Karma, to Idol Coach Ship Backstage. Oh my goodness, where do I rank on the mustache spectrum? Because we have mustache guy, better mustache guy, and no mustache man apparently. It's okay. We're not gonna dress up all the way today, but I wanted to bring back our special guest, Rita. Yeah, surprise! It's I once again, Rita Kamishiro. You have glorious whiskers. Why, thank you, JD. Thank you for celebrating your membership anniversary. Are we doing a Lita stream? Oh yeah, Lita's taking over today. It is my day. Oh my goodness.
Thank you for arranging everything for us, Malus.
It is Melus, the one who's arranging for us to meet all the suspects.
Excuse me, miss.
Oh.
Do you need anything from us?
The girl in the back looks so mad. She looks so angry. Uh-oh. I guess I do look a little bit suspicious. Oh, Adele, like the singer.
Hey, Navia's all quiet.
No,
This isn't
we
like
did
her at all.
talk through a lot just now. For those who don't remember.
I'm sorry that I only came to visit after all this time.
Wait, what? Wait,
After
who
what
are these
happened,
people?
I didn't know how I was supposed to face the two of you.
Does anyone remember? Because we went through the suspect list last time, but who are we visiting first?
If it's about that,
This isn't one of the
there's
suspects.
no need to apologize.
Oh.
After my husband died, Spina di Rosula sent us a lot of mora and
Who
support.
is Jacques? I don't remember.
I
Let me.
understood your guilt and apology to be genuine.
Oh, why? Thank you.
But aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of
The
Jacques?
family of the murdered friend, the one her dad killed. Ah, I see. Okay. Jacques. Yes. Okay.
I can understand the kind of pain that comes with losing a father so needlessly.
That's so sad.
You don't understand at all.
No, wait. That makes sense. I'd understand why the little girl's sad.
I didn't know how to face you, because I didn't know what I could possibly bring as a consolation gift.
No, that's so sad.
I know only the full truth could bring closure to you. And to all of us.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry. I appreciate the sentiment, but you don't have to carry all that guilt. On the matter regarding my husband, my daughter and I have more or less
Like the answer
found
to-
our answer already.
Okay.
Would you mind sharing it with me? I really
Yeah,
can't believe
I
that my
yes,
father
I
could
remember
ever
now.
bring himself
Remember
to shoot Jacques.
remember the when she was talking about how there were 2 shots in the night, and then Jacques was dead, and the father was, suspected to be the murderer. And then when he went to court, he decided he was going to duel instead, and then he lost the duel. Yeah. It's all coming back.
That my husband's money was earned through others' suffering.
Oh, yikes.
He told me countless times that if he could turn
the
back
synth
the clock,
business,
he would never go into
remember?
the synth business again.
Oh, God.
He had many regrets and felt that he took the idea of providing for his family too literally. For the longest time, he thought Mora was everything.
Oh, that's so sad.
So when Mr. Callis came to him with a proposal, he accepted it almost immediately.
Okay.
He tried to be as careful as he could, but even so, he was still found out by the higher-ups.
Oh, look, it's Hydroculus.
They found out about his betrayal?
Oh.
Papa didn't say that exactly, but Papa did tell me that I should never be ungrateful.
Oh.
Before he left that day, he told me that he had no choice.
Oh, my gosh.
It was only later that I realized it was his final farewell to the 2 of us.
Oh, so he, knew something was gonna go down. Wait, does that mean someone ordered Jacques to take out Callis?
I don't know that for sure, but you could say that's the conclusion I eventually came to.
Oh, wow.
Which is why I'm the one who should feel guilty. Callis had always taken great care of us, both when he was still alive and after he passed away. Even if he fired the shot that killed my husband, it was likely in self-defense. It is impossible for me to hate him for what he had done.
Bio says drink enough synth and you start seeing Paimons. Oh my goodness, that's a powerful drink.
But Mama, why is Papa still the bad guy if he did the right thing?
Oh.
Papa always wanted to be a good man. So why did he have to do a bad thing in the end?
No! That's so
Well,
sad.
Things aren't always as they seem. You still feel like
so
your papa
sad.
was a good man.
It's such a
right?
complicated topic for a young girl.
Yeah, Papa was a really good man.
This is so
Best
sad.
in the whole world.
No!
Then you should hold on to that. If a good man had to do a bad thing, then he must have had his reasons.
Wow. Man, she's too young to have to go through all this.
Regardless of whether he left you a parasol or a sword, he must have done so to give you a better life.
I feel like Navia, this is a really personal issue for her too. Not just because, her dad, might have shot the other guy, but I feel like she can see a lot of what she went through in Adele.
Oh.
I know that, right? Exactly, John. Who is she saying that to? I feel like she's part of it is she's saying it to herself.
Thank you for everything you've told me. I will definitely find the truth. The current state of things is not something I'm willing to just sit back and accept.
Yeah, sometimes good people can do bad things, and bad people do good things.
Thank you. I'm very grateful to hear this from you. Even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak is really similar.
Wow.
You really think so? That's the first time anyone said that to me.
Okay, here we go. Testimony. Jacques' family believes that he had struggled greatly with the order to kill Callis. Did Callis act in self-defense, or was there more to the incident? Oh, goodness.
The damned will sooner die again than lay
Are you okay, Navia?
Okay. Oh, Navia, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Yay! Okay. So
Let's
we talked
investigate
to
the 3 suspects next.
the family of the
Florence would be
deceased,
nearby.
and now
and
we're
we
gonna
should be
do
able to
the
find Thierry
suspects.
and Uncle Marcel in the city.
So Florent first. Oh, sorry. Let me listen to this. I'll just walk there. It's okay. Oh, well, I guess she's finished. I guess that I could teleport. It's this way. And hello, Joshua. Welcome in. Oh, my goodness. How's everyone doing so far? I'm riled up. I'm ready to solve this mystery and save the good people of Fontaine. Here's the first guy. Oh my gosh, mustache guy. Here we go.
Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance today?
And bonjour, David. I don't understand French. I have arrived in Fontaine. Yay! I'm guessing what you're saying. Greetings, boss. Hello. Oh my gosh.
I'm sure you've
I
heard
like it.
about
I
what
love
happened at
this
the Opera
outfit that
House?
like the researchers
Someone got
wear.
turned into water right in front of us.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I heard about it. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I've heard. With something that dramatic, I'm sure journalists will milk it for all it's worth. And it'll be all the talk for the next several weeks.
Yeah, I agree. I'm glad that the family has found some sort of like I don't know if peace is the right word, but like they've come to terms with it, if that makes sense.
It also reminded
That's trustworthy
me,
facial
on the day
hair.
that the incident
What about
happened
mine?
with my father.
Am I
It
trustworthy?
was raining outside, and we found some clothes left at the scene.
Right. Mm-mm-mm. That's exactly what you said. I guess you're a French now. Do you think so? with my context clues skills? Oh my gosh. Like rain falls without reason is the name of the update? I think the title of the last stream was the name of the update, or the name of the chapter. I can't remember. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, we found some clothes left at the scene when it was on that day.
After my partner here put the dots together for me, I feel like we should try
Oh
to
my
reopen this
gosh.
case. Can you do me a favor and try to recall what happened that night?
Wait, this is crazy. Oh my gosh. I hope my detective skills will be okay.
Let me think. Mr. Callus was feeling pretty upbeat that day. So he was drinking and bantering away with us at the table.
How would Navia look with a mustache? I don't know. Look at her right now and like envision. And look at me, and then like take this image, and then look at Navia. I think that'll help visualize it. Once I get to the Rita zone, I'll be fine. Okay,
After that,
I believe.
He told us that he wanted to go get some fresh air.
Okay,
So we let him go without thinking much of it.
okay.
Who knew that we would hear 2 gunshots ring out
Why
right
were
after?
there too?
My first reaction was that Mr. Callus's life was in danger. So I grabbed my holster and made a mad dash toward the scene.
No, I don't know if we ever answered the question. Does my mustache look trustworthy? Oh my gosh.
But when I got there, it was already too late.
Goodness.
Mr. Callus was standing over a dead body with a gun in his hands. All we could do was look back and forth at each other, not knowing what to say.
What makes my mustache suspicious but Florence trustworthy? I'm confused. Maybe I don't understand the fashion of mustaches.
So you also remember 2 gunshots then?
Okay, mm-hmm.
Indeed. The guard said that the first shot didn't hit anyone, while the second killed Jacques. But I've never really bought that
Okay.
explanation.
Oh, why, Florent? Why? You must ask me a question. But you'll shave it for later. Okay, anyway, I'll see myself out. You don't know if Lita's trustworthy? Lita is a trustworthy person, I promise.
Reason being, Mr. Callus had left his gun on the table. I even made sure to
What?
confirm that before running to the scene.
So it wasn't his weapon? That he was holding in his hand?
But according to the guards, that doesn't mean he couldn't have had other guns on his person.
Did we sing I Want It That Way already? Pre-chat did, yeah. It was number 5. Number 5 was the one who killed my father. Or was it brother? Do you all know what I'm referencing? With the stream title? According to the guards, he could have other guns on his person.
About the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned. Do you think there was a third person there who was turned into water?
This theme of like, there was a third person. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. It's very possible.
At least from our perspective, my father had no reason to kill. So he would also have no reason to bring an extra gun with him.
Gosh.
The gun he was holding probably belonged to Jacques.
Who's the
or a
imposter?
third
That's what we
person on
want
the
to know.
scene.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So you're saying Mr. Callus ended up with the gun because he seized it
Well, I
from
mean,
one
they
of the other
couldn't,
guys?
like, tell, like, did they not do any investigation of the crime scene? Like, they didn't, like, send the gun into testing to, like, to see, like, who it belonged to? Or, like, I don't know. I feel like,
But hold on. If that's what had happened, then why didn't he share the truth with any of us?
Yeah, I've never actually seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but that's like one of the clips that I know of the show. So I think about it a lot. I thought it was the perfect opportunity to use it.
He
Gosh.
didn't even want to face the Oratrice machine, and chose instead to prove his honor in a duel.
Their technology and ours aren't the same, I guess. I guess so. I feel like maybe don't they have like their names on their things? Like I don't know. Weren't they like, Jock, your weapon's over there? Like you don't own this one. I don't know.
Did he lose all faith in the courts after seeing someone dissolve right in front of his eyes?
Oh, maybe.
About that, Maloose told me a thing or two. So, I think I can understand why he committed to the duel.
We have the info.
I'll tell you everything once the whole truth has been revealed.
I understand.
But for now,
Then I'll
Is
leave
this it?
Mr.
Is this for
Callus's
Florent?
honor in your hands, boss.
Florent seems pretty like clean.
And if I may just say
One
one
more
more thing.
thing.
The whole Callus the Unfaithful epithet has been a thorn in my side since the day it was invented.
Hello, Lita. Hello. Hi. Oh my gosh, you all are so funny.
Many people have
Oh my
laughed at me
goodness.
for still calling him Mr. Callus, even after so many years have passed.
I'm glad this whole Lita thing has continued. It's really funny.
But it was Mr. Callus's trust that allowed me to rise through the ranks of Spina di Rosula
Aww.
and live the life I lead today.
I don't know. He seems like a trustworthy guy, and it's not just the mustache. I think, like, I'm trying to think of like what his reason would be.
No matter what others might say, he'll always be the man I respect the most,
Wow.
and he'll always be my boss.
This is so random. I'm really craving cookies. I think maybe after stream, I'm gonna see if hopefully I can run to the store and grab some cookies to make. I have my anime night with my friends. I'm excited. My
Don't
weekly
worry.
anime night.
I will definitely find the truth.
Definitely find the truth.
You and all our other comrades at the Spina deserve to know the truth as well.
Florent or Florent? The advisor to the Spina di Rosula claimed that he was very grateful to Callus for his kindness. He was also present at the banquet on the day of the case and can provide evidence that Callus did not carry a gun with him when he went out. Ooh, somebody to think about. Every time I see Lita, I remember Sailor Jupiter's name, the old... is it D-I-C? Oh no, it's Deke. English dub being Lita. Because remember, yeah, they had different English names. Snack run for the party. Yeah, because actually last week I had cookies that I popped into the oven. Cookies for Lita. Oh my gosh. Okay, go to the Court of Fontaine and speak to Thierry. Porter? What's a porter? Look at that fish! Are they gonna eat that later? Is that why? This is such a nice area. Okay, here we go. Da-da-dum. Da-da-dum. Okay, this way. The truth lost within the rain. I guess I just go here. Harry Porter? Oh my gosh, he didn't seem to have that much extra hair. Thierry. Oh, it's the second guy! No mustache guy. Here we go.
Hey, Thierry.
Oh, it's Thierry.
It's me.
Thierry, we're here. That's question.
Now, what brings you here, Miss Navia?
He also seems like a
I've heard
nice
that
guy.
You made quite the name for yourself at the
Oh
opera
no,
house.
I'm literally the worst person to ask to be detective because I just go, oh, they seem really nice.
Oh, so you've got news of that already.
Oh, okay. Hey.
He seems very,
I'm
like,
also
calm
a
and
member of
relaxed.
the guards, you know. The way you make it sound, people would think I was sent off to Poisson because I had done something wrong.
I wish this is such a like a reach. I wish they did like motion capture or something for like that might be a little uncanny valley, but I think it'd be so cool if like as we inspect the suspects, what if they like inserted like really subtle tells for like whoever's lying or whoever is the real culprit? I think that would have been really interesting.
Are you sure there isn't a little
Clean
bit of truth
shaven,
in that?
suspicious. Oh my goodness.
Under normal circumstances, shouldn't you have been called back to the city already?
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, he's such a
where
friendly
I work
laugh.
is really up to me. Let's just say I enjoy the ambiance of Poisson.
Okay.
Callus did a
Lenore?
fantastic
Lenore?
job
I don't
running
know
the
that.
town. building Spina di Rasula from the ground up and clearing many obstructions in my way.
Oh, okay. Pause. I will have to say, though, it's like an odd calm. Like, I feel like I think I'm gonna get away with this kind of calm. But the thing is like, I'm really trying to reach here.
It would be next to impossible for me to find a similarly easy but high-paying job in the city.
I don't know. I want to trust him, too.
Anyway, enough chit-chat. Are these two friends of yours?
Yes.
You, here for some formal business?
I don't know. That second question, I don't know. Not the question itself, but like, I don't know, the way that he said it. I'm kind of, I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know.
These two
I'm
are
just
my
on high
partners.
alert now. I'm nervous because I feel like that first guy does not seem like he would be it. But now we're down to the last two.
What happened at the Opera House made us realize that Linny's case and my father's may be related. We're trying to reinvestigate the details of my father's old case.
Ah, I get it. You think there might be more to the case now that we know people can be dissolved into water, right? I was also flabbergasted when I first heard of it.
Yeah, I would be too. L.A. Noir did face tracking so you can see the settlement details when questioning people. Oh! That's really interesting.
If you want to go through the original files from your father's case, I can help you
Well,
look
he's
for
gonna
them.
help us look for them.
That'd be much appreciated. Thank you. Actually,
Oh, here we go.
I have another question.
Oh, right!
Do you
Because the
have the
Gardamex
authority
attacked
to dispatch
us.
Gardamex?
I remember that.
Of course. Without them, I couldn't possibly handle Poisson on my own.
Ah, but I'm sure there's like other people that have the authority to dispatch the Gardamex. I don't
Why do you ask? We definitely can't use them to forcefully get more evidence for your father's case.
Well, you see, just recently, we were attacked by a horde of unnumbered Gardamex in the city.
Okay.
So, if you hypothetically wanted to do something against me, all you would need to do is get rid of the mecha serial numbers and send them after me.
Okay. Blood of War is the game that spawned the X to Doubt meme. Oh, really? That's the game? Oh. Alex says, my intuition is that they're all nice people, but they're all suspicious. I've watched too many mysteries. Help! No, same! My goodness. Me and Non started watching... Well, we watched it separately by ourselves, but there's a YouTuber called Rotten Mango, and she, like, goes over, like mystery, like, true crime mysteries and things like that. And when we found out that we both watch her sometimes, like, we'll try to watch it together sometimes, like, while we work.
Then you think too highly of my abilities. Dispatching mecha is very different from controlling them.
Okay.
If I had to make an analogy, when you order a dish, the chef will make it for you. You can ask the chef to cook, but not to massage your shoulders or carry your baggage. If you try to make unreasonable demands, the chef would just think you're out of your mind and ignore you completely. The same goes for me and my Gardamex.
Okay.
Removing a serial number is also not as easy as you might think. There are a lot of complex steps to it. And it's
Yeah,
almost
I think so,
impossible to keep
Verdant.
it a secret.
I'm wondering. Because he has such a, like a... I'm just thinking from the perspective of, like, voice acting. I feel like he also has, like, the kind of tone of voice. Fantastic voice acting. I think he has a great voice. I think his voice would also be great from a villain perspective. I think he would also make a fantastic villain. It's just one of the things that I'm latching on, but I also have to remember, I can't think of it like that meta level. You know, I have to think of it as if we were in the game with all the clues.
So I can promise you, those mecha were definitely private units.
I like how they have the word mecha, but if for it to not sound like super like new agey, it's mecha with a K. Oh my goodness.
They're certainly not cheap. So whoever their owner is must be super rich, powerful, or both. Now that you mention it, though, being in the synth business would definitely be profitable enough to afford this.
Makes sense.
Oh, then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
Are you saying that because he's poor and not powerful?
Oh, well, thank you for the vote of confidence, Nadia.
Oh, yeah, he seems like a nice guy. You should do voice acting as well. I'd love to do voice acting one day. Well, whenever the opportunity arises, I'll do my best. For now, I could, I just keep practicing and doing my best.
Jokes aside, I'd like to wish you all the best with your investigation.
I know, I was like, was that an insult or a compliment?
I'll be staying in the city for a little while, so just come find me if you need any support from the guards.
Oh. Ooh, wait, we're already on to our next suspect? Oh my gosh. Okay, Marcel. Okay, let's go. All the way over here, there's like barely any teleport stuff. I guess we could just jump. Just jump. The thing is, I don't know if it's like an upper level or a lower level. Port Regional Waterway Hub. We'll just go this way. We'll take a straight line route. And hope for the best. Where's Rita? Rita's not here. Lita is here. Ha ha. I know that laugh made me seem suspicious, but I promise, I am not suspicious. I just have a suspicious laugh. Just by nature of how I laugh. Here we go. Oh, Xiao could have died from that.
Hello. How may I help you?
Oh, I like her dress.
I'm here to see Marcel. Could you please let him know? You can just say Navia's looking for him.
Sure. I will let him know right away.
Confrérie of Cabriere. I forgot what that was. The twirl in the stash is a little suspicious. No!
Navia, hello.
Hello.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm
Oh,
not
other
as young
mustache
as
guy.
I used to be, so my legs are
Oh,
giving out a bit.
that's okay. Do we want to sit down?
Oh, it's all right, Uncle Marcel. There's no need to stress.
Oh, yeah, uncle.
I just wanted to talk to you briefly about what happened in the Opera House.
Da-da-da.
I'm sure you saw everything too, right?
Yes, I've never seen anything so strange.
Okay.
Oh, you were at the Opera House too?
That's right. I went there with Navia to see the magic show. Who knew it would turn into a whole murder mystery?
Yeah, oh my goodness.
I also witnessed your marvelous sleuthing work.
Oh my gosh!
Quite impressive.
Stop!
To beat the Hydro
We're here to do it
Archon
again.
at her own game on her own turf, I can already imagine everyone in Fontaine
Oh,
discussing
no.
your exploits
I
over
don't
a few
want-
glasses of wine.
No! I don't want people talking about me like that.
Oh, Paimon doesn't want to become the talk of drunkards.
Same, Paimon.
Apologies. It's just how Fontaine is as a nation. Everyone loves drama and theatrics.
The nation of drama. Marcel has more money, so he's a potential suspect? No!
Uncle Marcel, you've also
No.
noticed that other thing, right? The fact that humans
But the
can
fact that she
dissolve
calls
in
him
water?
Uncle Marcel makes me so sad. I hope he's not the bad guy.
Yes, I was reminded of your father's case right away. Is that what you're investigating now?
Yes, it is.
Exactly. I still don't have much solid proof, but I can sense that the other side has already begun to act.
I feel like we made a name for ourselves when we first entered Fontaine, and Farina first made a show of introducing herself to us. I feel like at that point we were solidified into the gossip of the town. I was about to say town, because in Bridgerton, they say, instead of saying the town, they say the ton.
Oh, and what makes you say that?
We were attacked on Araneus by some unnumbered Gardamex.
Mm-hmm.
And there was also an attempt to get me to drink water from the primordial sea.
Gosh, because she knew too much, or she's getting close to the truth.
If not for the vigilance of my partner, I probably
Oh,
wouldn't even be here
wow.
talking to you right now.
That's actually kind of crazy. I'd be so anxious about that.
Oh, you're giving us too much
You
credit.
blame Linny?
Wasn't it
No,
you
for the
protected
first intro.
Alas, it seems things are heating up again. The peace that Callus sought so dearly will soon become a thing of the past. But rest assured, Navia, Poisson will always remain a safe
Poisson.
haven for you. If you're
Poisson.
scared, you can always return there.
And the long list of things Traveler's done so far, that's fair, but I feel like at that point it's like Traveler was just a name, but then being able to finally see Traveler in Fontaine, I feel like that was a huge thing.
If anyone dares to lay their hands on you there, The Confrérie of Cabriere will use its funds to
Confrérie
the
of
last
Cabriere.
Mora to bring them to justice.
Oh my gosh, a Batman moment. Use their superpowers. They have a lot of money.
Thank you, Uncle Marcel. But I don't intend to go into hiding.
Croissant. Why
I'm
are
going
we
to
saying
strike while the
croissant?
iron's hot.
Oh my gosh.
Do you have any new thoughts on my father's case?
Have this glass of totally not primordial seawater. No! I'm still very curious what we talked about. I'm so curious about what we talked about last time about how much primordial seawater do you need to have like in a given body of water for it to be effective? Like, like if you drink a very diluted primordial seawater, like does just like your arm turn into water, or like a piece of your hair falls off, like turns into water and falls off? Like how bad would it be?
About that. Sorry, my age is catching up with me.
Oh, it's okay, you're fine.
So it'll take me a while to recall my memory.
How many liters does it take to make a liter? I don't know. Oh my
The Confrérie
gosh.
was responsible for that banquet, so I was out and about the whole time making sure things were running smoothly. I didn't even have the time to drink with the guests.
Oh no.
Then I heard the sound of a gunshot, and the rest was history.
John says I can imagine it mixes with the water in your system, but what does that do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, at what point is primordial seawater lethal? Or do you need just like a milliliter of primordial seawater and you're done? You know what I mean? I don't know.
Oh,
It's scary.
it's okay. No need to push yourself. We'll ask around some more. See if there are any valuable clues elsewhere.
What would happen if you drank a dissolved person? Oh, I don't like the thought of that.
Sounds good. Just let me know if you ever need Mora.
Oh, that's so nice.
All my wealth comes from Callus's patronage and support. I'll spend however much it
they're
takes
all
to
really
clear his
nice,
name.
though. I refuse to believe that one of them is the culprit. Okay, Marcel is the leader of the Confrérie of Cabriere and was the organizer. That sounds like a cheese. And was the organizer of the banquet years prior. The Confrérie and the Spina di Rosula have always maintained a close working relationship, though his recollection of the event... Though his recollection of... Well, he is older, though. Though his recollection of the events of the
Reduced to
case
just standing
is quite
around.
foggy.
How absurd.
He's willing to defend Navia, but he was also the organizer of the banquet. I'm sorry. You're probably hearing noises like click clacks. I'm just messing with like random items on my desk to remain focused. Oh look, he did lose health from the drop into the cutscene. Okay, let's go over our clues with Navia. Uh-oh, we ran into a wall. Is she up there? Oh no, we have to climb up. Unless there were stairs or something. Here we
We've
go.
talked to all three suspects, purely based on their
Okay,
conversations
here we
with
go.
me.
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, none of them really stood out as a suspect.
I suppose that's to be expected, though. If a single conversation's all that's needed to find them out, then my father wouldn't have needed to investigate the case for so many years.
That's true.
Anyway, even though we didn't make a breakthrough, let's still compile what we were able to find.
Let's go!
But where should we start?
When you first played, you thought synth was made from the dissolved people, like Soylent Green stuff, but it's just diluted water, like diluted primordial seawater or diluted water. Don't you dilute things with water? I'm confused. Okay, let's start with Jacques' motive.
Ah, you're right. Flora mentioned that Callus probably only ended up with the gun because of circumstance. That makes sense.
According to Jacques' family members, he already told them that he had been discovered, and that he had no choice before he left home that day.
Discovered. And they had no choice before he left home that day. No choice to what is the theme. Diluted primordial seawater. Oh, okay, so then you just get, whatever you do drink diluted primordial seawater, you just go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, is what I'm hearing. Yeah? And since it's just diluted primordial water, wouldn't that mean it wouldn't do anything to people from Nalfontaine? I guess you're right, Crown. I guess you're right. But doesn't it, like, increase the infinity? Yeah. It still increases your affinity for hydro element. Exactly.
If I had to guess, he probably received an order from the synth boss to kill my father. Had he refused, he and his family's lives would have been forfeit.
Oh, that's so sad. Stuck between a rock and a hard place.
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
Hello, Bride. Welcome in. If I was Jacques, I wouldn't have fired a shot at all.
Oh? And why is that?
I don't like guns. They scare me. Could he guarantee his safety after killing Callus? Could he guarantee his family's safety after killing... That's true.
Ooh, that's a good point. Jacques probably already knew that he was just being used as a tool for murder. And once he had completed his mission, he'd be of no more use to his boss.
Yeah, God.
Huh. So, what would make more sense from his perspective
Oh,
would be to
third
turn
person.
his back on the Order and seek protection from my father.
Seems the third person was the one who derailed everything.
Makes sense.
Who is the third
But
person?
without evidence, that's still just a theory.
Yeah, that's true. It's another third person situation.
Besides Jacques, the attack from the Gardamex has been bothering me quite a bit as well.
Okay. Also, I'm gonna switch to my speakers. 1 second. Gets too loud. I apologize. Here, let me just mute that real quickly, and then there we go. There we go. You all let me know if the volume's too quiet or loud.
It's obvious that
Oh,
our
that's
enemy
loud.
has become more antsy after the secret of the primordial
go.
seawater was revealed.
Do you think he knew, even then, that we'd follow this lead to the end?
Given everything that's happened since, it's quite possible.
Oh.
But who among the three
Among us?
suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex?
I feel like it'd be Thierry, but the thing is, he was like, oh, well, if they can't listen to me, but he was the only one who knew, because he could have lied about that. You know what I mean? Because he said that he can like dispatch them, but he can't control them. I don't know. I feel like Thierry is the best one.
Thierry, you say? Huh. It is possible that he's figured out a way to convert the Gardamex for personal use. But
Yeah, I think he's lying.
I didn't feel like he was lying when he was talking to us about
I
the
know he
mecha.
didn't feel like he was
also
lying.
don't think
but...
he'd be able to keep that kind of tampering under wraps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I should read my
Had he
notes
actually
again.
tampered with the mecha, we'd be able to prove it with a simple check of the guard's inventory.
Oh, okay.
If the mecha were taken from the guards,
Okay.
it should be pretty easy to find out when and how that happened.
Maybe it was someone else. Wait, I wanted. Oh, I can't look at. I mean, I guess Florent. Can I like look at my notes first? That was my only person. I guess.
Florent?
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Huh. Okay. Because we're trying to figure out who would be able to control the private Gardamex, right? Person follows for the visual contact between the Spina di Persula and the guards. According to him, only the sufficiently rich Marcel, because he's rich. I should have clicked Marcel. Oh well. It's okay. It's okay. We'll just click it again. Oh, sorry.
But as Spina di Rosula's advisor, his work mostly deals with personnel and security. So he shouldn't have much means when it comes to finances.
So you're saying he's too broke
No!
to afford a
So it is
mecha
Marcel.
army?
But the thing is...
Exactly.
Okay.
He can't. And even if
I think
he
it's
could,
Marcel.
I don't think he would be able to dispatch a whole group so quickly.
It's Marcel. Yup.
Uncle Marcel? My father did really trust him.
Dun!
And they worked together on a large number of projects. Maybe that's how he got to know Jacques.
Uh-huh.
And with funds from the Confrérie, he could also
To
afford a
innocent
large
alibi can
number
be
of
suspect.
Gardamex.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah, See?
Still really hard for me to imagine, though. After all,
I
Uncle
know,
Marcel has been
but
around
you-
since I
you
was
ha-
just
yeah.
a child.
You can't let your personal feelings cloud the truth, Navia.
Also, wouldn't this mean he has been spending a whole lot of mora and energy to fight his own synth business?
Oh, maybe. But maybe there's more truth.
Who could it be?
That's all the... I think... Oh, what? Oh. Okay. Oh, okay, so we have to... Oh, I see. We have to, like, go from the 3. I think then Marcel. Because they were saying someone who is rich had to have... I know that's a really small detail, but I feel like that's how things go in like, things like law and, like, relating... But she said, like, he would be sabotaging his own, like, thingamabob. I think it's Marcel. Because the question we were asking before is who would have the ability to control privately owned mecha? And they said the thing is rich. The only rich person is Marcel. So that's what I'm going to go. I'm going to go with that.
You know, if you think
is that it? Is that correct?
Uncle Marcel is indeed the most suspicious of them all.
I knew it! I think he just has a reason. I think maybe he, like... Oh, yeah. Anyway. I think so. I think he was actively trying to make himself seem less suspicious by going against... At least to make it seem like he was going against his interests. And Marco, thank you so much for the super chat.
Could we be missing other suspects? Malus didn't know about the people turning into water thing when he narrowed it down to these 3, did he?
Malus has always been very reliable, and his judgment of others' trustworthiness
You're
has
hungry,
been fair
TBH?
and well
I'm also
considered.
hungry, Coyote's backpack.
When he
I
laid
feel
out
like
his case for
I
the
want
3,
cookies.
the rationale he gave me made a lot of sense as well.
Okay.
The suspect is knowledgeable about the Spina's internal affairs, has the means to dispatch Mecha to assassinate us, and possesses significant intellect and foresight.
Okay, yeah.
Even if I don't want to believe it,
all things
I'm
go
starting
back.
to see how things could all tie back to Uncle Marcel.
That's true. He is someone who's very close to you after all. I know that's what makes it sad and hard to believe, but that could be.
Well, we
that could
still
be
have
an
another
important
trump
part of
card
it.
on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
The synth production base. Synth base production. We're making music over here.
Yes, Malus did say that charging straight in there would be extremely risky. But we don't
You
have
sound like the guy
any
in the
other
trailer.
options right now.
That'll do it. I didn't even realize.
We need far more solid proof before we can hope to go charging in on our enemy.
No.
Navia, here you are.
Oh my
I've been
gosh!
looking
What
for
if
you.
Thierry's gonna drop a bomb of information on us?
Huh? Aren't you the guy from the guards?
We
Did
just
something
talked to
happen?
him, Paimon.
Yeah. News came from Irenaeus just after you left.
Another trial!
We've got another
No!
trial on our hands.
It's hopefully one that I don't have to be detective
Wasn't
or
that
lawyer
place
for.
built specifically for holding trials? What's so newsworthy
Oh my gosh,
about
is
this
it
one?
Melus? Oh no, well...
I know. But they said the person they're putting on trial is a Fatui harbinger called Tartaglia.
Wait, child?
What? Is that
Yeah,
someone
we're
you know?
good friends. Oh my goodness. Are we getting paid for it this time? I don't mind doing it pro bono again. I have a lot of Mora.
Yeah.
Oh my
We know
god.
him.
Maybe it could have been me.
We
What if
know
I
him
am
too well.
Rita Kamishiro?
Well, he's been accused of being the true culprit behind the
What?
serial disappearances case.
There's no way. There's
It's absurd,
no way.
don't you think?
There's no way.
Wait, how?
Yeah.
None of our investigations have had anything
Who's
to do
behind
with
this?
him.
Who accused him?
That's what I thought was strange about it, so I
Child,
came to
there's a
tell
lot
you
of
the
money,
news
that's
right
fair.
away.
Do you think that's what made him a suspect? Oh my goodness.
If the charge against him stands, then it'll be next to impossible to get the
Oh,
guards to support any of
true.
our planned
You
investigations.
call scapegoat? Ah.
Right. Because they'll think they've
They already found the culprit.
culprit.
No, not the case.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it'll be a lot harder then to clear Mr. Callus's name.
Yikes.
I understand. Well, partner, what do you think we should do? We still haven't found any conclusive
I think
evidence.
we should go to the courthouse. Let's split up. Oh!
Split up?
Wait.
What do you mean?
Oh. You can go to Irenaeus. Well, I'll go investigate that place. I don't know if I'm confident in my combat abilities, but I can do my best.
Just as expected of my partner.
Wait, what's gonna happen to Tartaglia?
Since this is a trial about the serial disappearances case, the culprit's attention will be focused on Irenaeus, leaving his home base wide open.
Oh.
You're right.
Got it.
This is our
But
best
what if
opportunity.
what if they know that's what we're thinking,
All right,
and
then.
so they actually
Let's do
are
this.
at the base?
I'll stall them at the Opera House and charge Marcel as the true culprit.
Oh.
I won't have any chance of making that charge stick, though, unless we find more evidence. It'll be up to you to make it back in time and hand the decisive evidence to me.
Oh my gosh, what if it's like a timed event? How crazy would that be? Leave it to me.
We'll help you, just like you helped us in Lenny's trial.
Demoiselle, please allow us to
Oh my gosh.
accompany you.
Maloose!
I'm ready.
And Silver.
Ah, Malou, Silver. When
This
did you
just
two
turned
get
into a
here?
Scooby-Doo episode. I know. Oh my god.
We heard that you'll be leaving Poisson and figured that you might require our assistance. It's our hope that your confidence will be bolstered with the two of us by your side.
Thank you so much. Then
I know,
let's
this is
make
an
haste
iconic
for
pair.
Paimon, Paimon, Traveler, I'll see you at the Opera House.
Oh yes, see you then. Paimon and Scooby. Oh my goodness. Does that make me Shaggy or Traveler Shaggy? Suspect analysis. Combining the information regarding the Gardamex and the investigation results so far, it can be concluded that there's only one person who can have a large number of Gardamex in his possession and run the synth business without leaving traces. Oh yeah. Oh, that sounds promising. Did we finish something?
Now that Navia has set out for Irenaeus, we should also get
We're
going.
all return to the waters.
The
Oh my gosh, the
location
waters
has
are
already
right
been
here!
marked on the map, so let's head over.
I should probably heal Shao at some point. Is it underwater?
According to Malusa's info,
yippee!
the
Okay,
synth production
Oh, we have to swim over. This is gonna be so fun. So I've done a little bit of swimming, but I will have to be honest, I'm not really good at the swimming mechanic. Or I'm not really good at the underwater combat. So, I'll do my best. Okay, here we go. Usually I try to finish
find
the
the
Archon
entrance.
quest first before I really start to dive into exploration. Hold on, let me switch. Can I switch? Okay, I can't switch while swimming. Let me not be Shao, because I don't want to accidentally kill him. Hi, Rita. What's with the mustache? This is Rita Kamishiro. Did you not know? Whee! Underwater. Yippee! Yahoo! Underwater. Where is there? It is. Hello. Get it. Oh. Guess gotta get closer. Yippee! Okay, let's go this way. Wow. You can say that I'm a fish out of water. Oh my gosh, I'm an Archon out of water. Go! Okay, somewhere here. It looks like. Gameplay tutorial. The resilience and vitality of Fontamer seagrass. Some sections of the Fontamer seagrass will shine with special light. The olive must be completely cut using Fontamer water blades. Okay, here we go. Alright, let me see if I can remember how to do that. Okay, so we need to find the entry. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's a treasure chest. Oh, hold on. Let me... Oh my gosh. Let me see if I can figure out or remember how to do this. Oh my gosh, I don't remember. I did it before. Look! It's a Hydroculus. Let's get it. Talk to Paimon. Oh, there you go.
Finally found it!
Wow, it's
Huh.
so fun.
So this is the entrance that leads to the synth production base. It sure doesn't seem out of the ordinary
Look, you can
at
see
all.
the water flowing into it. Well, they don't want it to stand out. I know the underwater
You're right.
honesty is so
An
majestic.
important place like this is bound to have a ton of protective measures and mechanisms. Navia's probably arguing up a storm right now to stall for us.
Oh my gosh, do we get to see the trial then? Wait, what? That's so sad that Tartaglia got mixed up in all this mess.
It would appear that I must repeat my question again, Mr. Tartaglia.
Oh, this is so weird. This feels like a really weird crossover.
Do you accept the charge that you are the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
It always feels like a weird crossover when the friends from like the different countries like meet each other. What?
To be perfectly honest, I don't understand your country's
Real.
complicated court system, or the reason why I'm being charged with something I've never even heard of.
Oh, wow.
However, I did hear that people who have been charged can choose to participate in a duel to clear their
Oh, he's ready.
Is that
Oh, wait, oh my
right?
gosh, who's he gonna duel though?
name. In which case, as long as I accept the charge, I can have an all-out fight with that champion duelist Clorend, right?
Oh, he just wants to spar.
I've got to admit, that's one of the most enticing
Yeah,
offers I've ever
I've
received.
swam underwater and done the combat stuff before, like the copy ability stuff, but I hadn't picked it up very well.
When I privately sparred with her last time,
I did
she
it
was
the first time
obviously
when I
holding
was playing
back.
on my own and I died.
Real disappointing.
Because it took me so long to figure it out.
Hey, don't you understand? You're currently the prime suspect for a major case. This isn't
I know,
the
he is a little
place
bit of
for
a
you to be
battle
looking for
crazy, isn't he?
fights.
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon wants to lecture me on the ways of the Opera House. Then why don't you
Whoa.
duel me too? I'm the kind of student that learns best in the heat of battle.
I cannot understand his way of thinking.
No. That's not what I meant.
Alas, it would appear that communication with the defendant is going poorly. We have
Maybe
made
they could
very
take a
little
recess.
progress. In that case, let me explain everything from the very beginning again. The goal of this trial is to determine the culprit behind the serial disappearances case.
That case had nothing to do with
Here
him.
we go.
You've got the wrong man.
You've got the wrong man!
What's going on? Why is she interjecting again?
What? Let her cook. She cooked before and she will cook again.
I told you it couldn't be one of the Fatui harbingers.
Miss Navia, this is the
I'd like to see
second
you become a
time you've
lawyer,
interrupted
then.
the court proceedings. I only tolerated your behavior last time because you were able to provide the court with a key eyewitness.
She can do something cool again.
But that was an exception
Objection,
rather than
Rita.
standard court protocol. I can very well charge you with contempt of court for your interjections.
Oh no, please. Oh my gosh.
Oh, please. Did you ever think I had any respect
Yeah,
for this
aren't
place's
they like a
pointless
huge?
theatrics?
Aren't they fans of theatrics? Like, isn't this the theatrics they wanted?
We can put that discussion aside for now. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to charge the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case.
Novelette using the dad tone.
And
Oh my
if
god.
my charges prove true, then
Oh, yeah,
Tartaglia
okay.
here will be proven innocent by default, correct?
Oh, a young lady has charged in and offered to clear my name. How fascinating.
Fascinating
Well,
indeed.
I'd gotten half bored to death by all these rules and procedures anyway. So I'll take you up on that
Oh,
offer.
here we go.
So, Your Honor, is there nothing else for me to do now?
You may take a seat for now in the audience.
Oh my gosh,
That
she's an
doesn't
audience
mean
member
the
now.
suspicions against you have been lifted.
Now you get to enjoy the show.
Now then, Miss Navia, who
Child
is the
is
person you would
insufferable,
like to
no.
charge instead?
Oh my goodness.
That person is...
Uncle Marcel. Oh.
Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabriere.
Marcel the Shell? Just kidding. I actually don't know anything about Marcel the Shell. I just know that there was a movie that came out about this shell named Marcel.
Huh? What confrérie? Never heard of them in my life.
What?
I've heard of them, but weren't they Spina di Rosula's sister organization?
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
Oh my gosh. Child is like Goku, he just wants to fight. Yeah, right? Goodness.
Please let me remind you, Miss Navia, that charging someone is an incredibly serious matter.
Yeah.
Committing to the charge also means taking on the legal
She's gonna become a
responsibilities
lawyer now.
associated with it. And if the charge fails, depending on the circumstances, you may also be charged with the crime of making a false accusation. Knowing this, do you still wish to charge this man?
I know the audience just wants someone to be ripped to shreds, huh?
Yes, I do.
In that case, I declare the charge to be valid. Miss Navia and attorneys, please take your places on the court.
Ah, wait! Oh my gosh, wait, so then, like...
Members of the guards, please contact Mr. Marcel right away so that he may stand trial.
Oh my god. Oh no, what if he got the wrong person?
Mr. Marcel, you will not require an attorney. Is that correct?
Wow, he's defending himself in court.
Apologies. It
Yeah,
all just
oh my
happened
goodness,
so
he doesn't-
quickly.
I feel so
still haven't figured out
bad.
what's going on.
Rita's big brother is so eloquent and fair. Yup. That's my big brother right there.
I think an attorney won't be necessary. This is probably just a misunderstanding
Don't we look
between
alike?
me and Navia.
Very well. In that case, since both sides have now arrived,
Except for
Miss Navia,
I have
please
a
present your
mustache. He
charges.
does- Oh my goodness. Wait, what?
I would
Another
like
trial?
to take everyone back to 3 years ago. To the case of Callus the Unfaithful.
Oh, here we go.
Only through elucidating what really happened in that case
Elucidator.
can we connect
Isn't
all
there like
the
a
dots
sword
for the
in like
serial
a show?
disappearances case.
Sorta online. There we go.
Navia, do you really think that I was the one who killed your father?
I can't do this. My emotions.
Come on, why would I do that? Callus was my benefactor, and remember both you and I only ran to the scene when we heard the sound of a gun.
Do you all know the game Mafia? It's very similar to Town of Salem. If you've ever played Mafia, you have not experienced. You haven't experienced true Mafia until you've played with like theater kids. I played a game of Mafia, but with a bunch of people who did theater, and it's a whole other ball game. Like they know how to play mind games. I remember I joined a group of like theater kids. They were having like a party or whatever. It was a birthday party, and one of my friends had a bunch of theater friends. And they're like, yeah, let's play Mafia. They had this extended Mafia where they added a bunch of like roles and stuff. And so it was like a 15-person, it was a big Mafia game, 15, 20, 25-person Mafia. And we narrowed it down to like the last 5, and it got so intense. Like we had people being like, please believe me, I am not this person. Like the real culprit is this person. Why would it be me? Why would it? And like it was mind games. It was crazy. And it was up to me to decide. Because I think I was like the one who was gonna call the tie. And so it was up to me, and they were looking at me. They said, Rita, it's not me, I promise. It was them. And then the other person would be like, no, Rita, please listen to me. Why would I lie? Because I'm the town, whatever. Crazy. And then so I ended up making a call, and then because the person was like, please Rita, please reconsider, and they said, okay, it's this person, and they switched up real fast. They were like and they started laughing like a maniac because they were crying like seconds before, and then they started laughing like a maniac when I made my choice, and they were like, you all are dead, I was the culprit, you all are dead. It was crazy. Yeah, they got real into character. Very, very method. Just kidding. Oh my gosh. No, so I don't think it was last 5, but it was like we were down to the wire, and it was like this last choice was going to determine whether or not we won or we lost. And I ruined it. My emotions got the best of me. But they were all both like, the mind games were crazy.
If that's enough to make me a suspect, wouldn't that make everyone at that banquet a suspect as well?
I think there's no point in getting into the specifics right now. The audience doesn't even have the big picture yet. Even I'm struggling to remember some details of that case.
Details. Rita's too emotionally involved in this trial. I think so. I need to excuse myself.
Exactly correct, Your Honor. I must refresh everyone's memory about that case before I can explain my charge and reasoning.
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage.
Maison Gardiennage. What?
On the day of the murder, Spina di Rosula
Novelette.
hosted a large banquet in a countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of Cabrières.
Yes. That is correct.
During the banquet, all attending guests heard 2 gunshots from the
I
courtyard.
love this art style. During the banquet, okay, 2 gunshots. Yes, we remember that. Didn't know the law was supposed to entertain an audience. Fontaine is an interesting place. It is! But like I said, it reminds me of Chicago. Give him the old razzle-dazzle.
When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary suspect, Callus, holding a gun, while his acquaintance, Jacques, lay dead from a gunshot wound.
Okay.
The guards' investigation did not recover any other firearms from the scene. As a result, they concluded that the suspect's first shot must have missed, while the second must have taken Jacques' life.
Well, no. There was the other firearm that he left on the table, remember?
The suspect did not dispute this conclusion, and also declined to defend himself in court. Instead, he chose to prove his innocence through a duel.
I know, I hope we get to do more of this gameplay. Like, this is such a fun mechanic.
Callus was defeated by champion duelist Clarande in the ensuing duel, and soon succumbed to the injuries.
Okay. Huh.
These are the known facts about the case.
Wait, hold on. Let me read them again.
The one with the motive to kill was Jacques, not my father. And even so, Jacques still had no reason
we gotta
to pull
fix
the
this
trigger.
Okay.
In truth, the third person shot Jacques first, and was shot in turn by my father when my father seized the gun from him.
Okay.
After that, the true culprit turned the third person into water, erasing
Erasing
all traces of him from the scene. Thank you for the summary, Your Honor. Of course, the guard's conclusion appeared quite sensible to us at the time.
This Archon quest is more of Navi's story rather than the Archon quest. That's
However,
fair, but
we should revisit the case now that we've gained
mind
new
it.
information about the
I guess-
abilities
I hope
of
she still
water
gets her
from the
own story
primordial
quest.
sea.
yeah, oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Rita Wright. You mean Lita Wright. Oh, goodness. Okay. Yes, it's owned by the Confrere of Cabrier. Yes. During the battle, all attending guests heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. According to the investigations, Callus, who had a motive to kill. Did he though? Hold on. Okay. Okay. When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary suspect, Callus, holding a gun, while his acquaintance Jacques lay dead from a gunshot. Based on the investigations done then, there was no possibility that anyone else could have done the deed and escaped, and Callus was thus adjudged to have been the culprit. After conducting a reinvestigation, it is now certain that Callus did not bring a gun with him. That's true. Yes. Moreover, did details of the case point towards the possible existence of a third person? The guards' investigation did not recover any other firearms from the scene. As a result, they concluded the suspect's first shot must have missed, while the second must have taken Jacques' life. The deduction is based on the circumstances there is no third person on the scene, but it turns out that there's a method that can... Clearly, yes. Yes. She just said, too. I'm gonna do this one. Because... Wait, let me go back. Let me double check I read this one right. It's... Yeah. Because this is... There turns out there's a method that can clearly cover up the killer's tracks, which is the primordial seawater.
A pile of clothing was found at the scene. The guards once believed they were used by Jacques as a costume to disguise himself. But now, it is clear that the clothes were proof that there was a third person at the scene, and that they were turned into water after committing the murder. Since it was raining that day, the culprit was confident that they could use the rain to wash away all traces of their dissolved accomplice.
Yes. Okay. The culprit used water from the primordial sea to dissolve the third person's body, turning Callus into the only possible suspect. Okay. Justice and silence, the suspect did not dispute the conclusion. Okay, yes, that is true. That is true. I think this is the one. Let's do this one. Yeah, so he did have a motive to kill. Did Callus act in self-defense, or was there more to the incident? In addition, the clothing of an unknown person found at this... I want to go with this one. Because this one's about Callus had a motive to kill, murder Jacques for his betrayal. But no, it was more of like a self-defense thing.
The testimony of the victim's family confirms that Jacques had thoughts of assassinating Callus when he set out for the banquet. However, in the end, he reconsidered and instead shared everything with Callus, hoping to seek the latter's protection. Unfortunately for Jacques, the true culprit had already considered this possibility and had sent out another assassin.
Aha! So scary! That's so sad, though. Okay. So this is true. So that has to be this one. Okay. Callus did not bring a gun with him, a third person on the scene. Wait, hold on. We're refuting. We're refuting, not confirming. Did not bring a gun with him, a third person on scene. Okay. Did not carry a gun with him. Okay, we confirmed that. That's a confirmation. Gardamax. Okay, so wait, that's the reason why we suspect Marcel. Hold on. I'm cooking. Moreover, details of the case point towards the possible existence of a third person on scene. We can use that one. Here we go. In addition, the clothing of an unknown person found at the crime scene also seemed concerning. Is that the third person? The unknown person. That makes sense. The third person being the clothes. Because I don't think it's like Marcel. Well, no, like the clothes. Well, rather, I don't think this suspect analysis is the one that goes with this one. Okay. I'm gonna do, I don't know, I feel like you never really know with stuff like this what they want you to do. I'm gonna do this, one more time. When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary suspect, Callus, holding a gun, while his acquaintance, Jacques, lay dead from a gunshot wound. Based on the investigation done then, there was no possibility that anyone else could have done the deed and escaped. I wonder why primordial seawater wasn't the one for this one. Let's do this one.
This assassin first shot Jacques, then turned to shoot Callus, only for Callus to wrestle the gun from him and kill him instead.
Okay.
Realizing this, the true culprit caused the hired assassin to dissolve into water, leading everyone to believe Callus was responsible for Jacques' murder.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the true version of events.
Wow, that's crazy. Yippee! Is that it? Don't we need to be collecting more evidence?
So that's what happened. Wait, you're telling me something as dangerous as water from the primordial sea has been used for all these years?
What a great theory. It also explains Callus's and Jacques' respective motives.
The way you said that.
I guess they didn't shoot each other after all.
Mr. Marcel, you are the one being charged with the crime. You should provide a rebuttal if you wish to prove your innocence.
Maybe he's just being very convincing.
But I think I agree with everything Navia just said. In fact, there was nothing in her speech that directly implicated me.
Did he say Navi or Navia? Aw, that makes me sad if he has like a nice little nickname.
Then, may I ask some questions? In my opinion, we primarily need to determine two
What if he has an
things.
ace up his sleeve? I mean, if he keeps making himself look like, trustworthy and if he's working with us, it makes him seem less suspicious. Yeah, the plot thickens indeed.
Do you have the evidence to back up your claims?
Oh, about that. We have someone on it right now.
I'm afraid not. At least not at this very moment.
Oh, yeah, this person.
Hey! If you don't have any evidence, you should just go home!
Hey, please order in the court.
I may not have the evidence with me, but I know where I could go to collect it.
Yeah.
If we look up the deserted clothes against a record of people who went missing around the same time, we should be able to find a match.
Ooh.
Considering the serial disappearances case, the guards probably kept
know,
careful
guys,
records
calm
of
down.
all missing persons from around that time, regardless of age or gender.
That makes sense to me. Monsieur Neuvillette, I would consider this to be a reasonable investigative direction.
A reasonable investigative direction, okay. Rita doesn't seem to be very good at court matters. She talks like someone who only knows enough to fake it to get by. Oh my goodness.
Why do I feel like Farina's acting a little differently today?
Maybe she's scared of embarrassing herself again.
That's true.
Alternatively, she's become more diligent after charging an
Yeah,
innocent
I would
citizen
hope
in the
she
last
is becoming
trial.
more diligent.
My second question has to do with the ensuing duel. If the truth is indeed as you described, then why didn't Mr. Callus explain himself in court? If he had testified that a person had been dissolved, he could have at least mounted a defense.
Would you have believed him?
I've thought about this too, and the answer is actually pretty simple.
Oh.
He felt there were things that were more important to him. The dissolving power of water from the primordial sea is an important secret for the true culprit of the serial disappearances case.
Oh, wow. She really is like Edgeworth.
My father
Oh, my
could have
goodness.
exposed it for all to see, but he chose to take it to the grave. At that time, Spina di Rosula was in dire straits, and his reputation had already been shattered. He had no guarantee that going forward with the truth would allow the culprit to be brought to justice. What was certain, however, was that it would paint a gigantic target on my back.
Sad.
Boss once told me that Demoiselle had already been selected as the next target of the serial
I mean,
disappearances
she's still
case.
getting targeted to this day, so I don't know if... I don't know.
What? If the secret had gotten out, the culprit would have fought an
That's
all-out war with
true.
Espina right there and then. I wouldn't have been the only one in
Can't wait
danger.
for the updated
All of us
autopsy
would have stood
report.
to lose our lives.
I'm not looking forward to that. Oh my goodness.
Of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of the matter and determine that we were in the
I want,
right.
like, you know how they make, like, a lawyer plays Ace Attorney? I want someone to do a lawyer plays Archon Quest. Fontaine Archon Quest. That'd be funny.
But what good would that do? How can a hollow verdict protect anyone?
Hollows? Oh my gosh.
Had this opera house ever given my father any kind of confidence in its brand of justice, Spina di Rosula would have had no reason to exist. But by staying silent, we retain the ability to deter our opponents and continue the stalemate. I was able to become Spina di Rosula's president, which made me harder to target, as well as giving me more time to grow and learn.
Remember, Rita, Teyvat has its own laws. I mean, Ace Attorney, like the world of Ace Attorney has its own law system as well. Yeah, that's not stopping anyone from reacting to it.
And once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge, I will do what this opera house cannot and restore my father's truth and honor back to him.
So, you mean to say, your father intended to die in the duelist's ring?
That's right.
Do you have any proof?
Of course.
Farina's just in it for the drama. Yeah! I can see that. Oh my goodness.
All you need is to ask his opponent, Clarand.
I know. Someone should edit this to be like Ace Attorney. Dun dun dun.
I don't need your apology, your guilt, or your support from the shadows.
That's so crazy.
You don't have to do anything for my sake. But since he entrusted his will to you, Clarand, you should tell us the truth about his sacrifice.
So, during the duel, did you believe that Callus was intending to die?
Maybe law should be determined in opera houses and duelist rings. I agree. Legal future video ideas. Oh my goodness.
Yes, I did.
I just thought of something I could do for my next PowerPoint presentation. The law system of Fontaine. Doesn't that sound exciting?
As a champion duelist, I've fought many battles and taken a countless number of dishonored
I think I could do it. I
lives.
think I could become a professor in Fontaine law. Just kidding. That's a lie. I took one like law-related class. I didn't fail. I just didn't do superbly well. I didn't do... It was tough. It was tough for me. I don't think I could actually like master it on the level needed to be like an instructor.
In my line of work, I've seen all kinds of people give their all for the faintest hope to continue living. Some were determined, others passionate, and some even manic and twisted.
Goodness.
Just one look and I can tell if a duelist is hoping to live or if they're looking to die.
Who dies? Who tells your story?
I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callus never intended to leave the ring
I don't know.
alive.
I feel like going off of just the ways, somebody's vibe. I feel like, sir, Your Honor, his vibes were off. You know, that just doesn't seem very, very, logically sound. I don't know. That doesn't feel like sound evidence. Oh, poor Navia. Oh my goodness.
Since that's your testimony, I have no more questions. It appears there really are good grounds to reopen this case.
You think I could pass Genshin Law because I played it long enough? Man. I don't know about that.
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you still have not explained the link between your father's case and the serial disappearances case.
Right? What she said was fascinating, but kind of beside the point.
Just you wait. It's gonna be crazy.
Wait, weren't they just
Oh, I like
talking
her
about the
outfit.
serial disappearances case?
Of course, Your Honor. The two cases are connected via a matter of timing.
This is so random, but if you hear like click-clacky noises, it's because I have this like plastic remote for like a light that I have on my desk. And I found that like taking the battery like thing out and putting it back in, because there's like a battery capsule and then a battery inside. I've been like removing it and taking out the battery and putting it back in and putting it back into the remote like multiple times since this trial started. It helps me focus. I don't know if you could tell, but I like having, it's like a fidget toy. But the thing is I don't normally use fidget toys, but when it comes to like really intense like listening or reading, it helps me. I don't know.
In my father's case, the culprit intended to kill both Jacques and Callus. As a result, they planned to act after hearing 2 gunshots.
Oh my gosh, this is the second time someone's brought up Soylent Green. Oh my gosh, maybe I need to search up this Soylent Green. Law and Order Teyvat case files. Oh my goodness.
And at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of everyone because they realized they were at risk of being identified. The culprit could only time their actions so precisely if they were already at the scene. Coincidentally, Marcel attended both the banquet and the trial.
So that's why you suspected me. Even after hearing your reasoning, I still can't help but find it a little preposterous. I'm used to it, though. You've always been an impulsive and sentimental child, Navia. It's one of your most endearing traits.
He seems really nice, though. This is so sad. No, but...
No need to appeal to pathos.
Yeah, I was about to say. Oh my goodness.
I won't try to refute your points one by one, but even if everything you just said was true, can you prove that I was the only person present at both events?
Imagine obvious dogs or traveler could go and snatch Yanfei. We need Teyvat's legal eagle.
On top of that, does a person have to be physically present to control the timing? Can't someone remotely monitor the place?
Oh, like a TV. Oh, but the thing is, they don't have TVs in Teyvat. Do they? I can't remember. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Don't know what she can say to
Oh, yikes. Wait! How come it just now tipped the scales? Like, why didn't they tip the scales earlier? She didn't even have a chance to refute that. And it tipped already. I don't know. I think this machine's a little biased.
I know that even with that, you might still think you can reduce the list of suspects with some further investigations until I'm the only one left on the list.
I know that you make Oh, interesting.
Alas, who won't feel at least a little hurt by an accusation of murder from a girl you see as your own daughter?
Oh, gosh, that's true.
But if I were to dismiss this completely, you'd also think I'm not being considerate of your feelings. Ah, well, let Uncle Marcel teach you another lesson.
Oh, he's getting upset.
Do you know what the biggest flaw in your reasoning is?
Oh, he's mad now.
I suppose you're gonna tell me anyways.
Whoa.
It's timing again.
What?
I'm a businessman by trade. From that standpoint, there's no reason for me to kidnap young women. It's a high-risk action with nothing to gain.
Okay. We're talking about how he doesn't have a motive now.
In addition, I left my home in Snezhnaya when I was young to come to Poisson and work in some trade. My business only thrived when I received Callus's patronage.
True.
But the disappearances began before I ever stepped foot in Fontaine.
That we know of. Because maybe he snuck into Fontaine.
I do apologize, Demoiselle. This was my mistake.
Oh, it's okay.
No, it's not your fault. I'm sure he had come prepared.
Uh-huh.
Is there anything else you'd like to say? Would you like to check the date of my first
He's
business
like,
license
I don't
against
know.
the first known
I feel
case
like
of the serial disappearances?
He's like egging her on now.
You can also take a look at my border entry records, or ask my friends and family when I left Snezhnaya for the first time.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's really laying it on thick now. I feel like he should. I feel like he's making it too obvious that he wasn't there. Hello! Thank you for the raid! Welcome in! We're back in the courtroom! Oh my gosh! I feel like the last time I got raided by you. I think we were also playing Genshin last time. Thank you for the raid. Thanks for stopping by. For those who don't know, oh my gosh, wait, let me go get actual Rita. 1 second. Hello! Rita's back! I'm the idol to give you the wings to fly, Cyber Angel Rita Kamishiro at your service. And today we are playing I'm hoping to finish the Fontaine Archon quest. So if you're not quite here yet, I implore you to join VOD Gang. VOD Gang's a really fun bunch. You're more than welcome to join VOD Gang. You can watch the previous streams that I did. Or if you've already seen this, quest, or if you don't really care about being spoiled, or if you don't really care about Genshin at all, you're more than welcome to stick around. You could ask any questions about what we've been up to, what the case has been so far. But what's happening right now, so again, if you're not really a fan of spoilers, thanks for stopping by. But if you don't want to get spoiled, I highly recommend maybe checking out another one of my friends' streams, perhaps. But in this specific stream, we are currently trying to solve a serial disappearances case. And at the beginning of the stream, we talked to 3 of our suspects, and we narrowed it down to this guy, Uncle Marcel, because he has the most funds to be able to control these mechs called the Gardamex. And the Gardamex had attacked us earlier, I guess in last stream. But he's looking like the most likely to be our culprit, the one who murdered Navia's father, or the one who framed him, I guess. So in that way, he murdered him. But I don't know, it's getting a little bit tough. We took him to court, and now he's refuting, and we're having a little bit of trouble, because right now, Traveler is out in the oceans of Fontaine trying to gather evidence. But we're just trying to stall. But if you have any other questions, whether about the case or about me, the Archangels, do let us know. But if you're just relaxing and enjoying the stream, thanks again for stopping by. Let's have fun! Let's do it! Let's go! Yeah, so technically Clorand unalived Callus, but we were trying to find the person who was behind all this. Why he was framed and things like that. Could I sing the opening to I Want It That Way if the suspects won't? You are my fire, the one desire, believe when I say I want it that way. Do you think I'm the suspect? What do you think? Based off of my singing, do you think I was the suspect?
Could those records and testimonies do something to appease
you love
the
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
unspeakable
Did you see the title of
your
the
heart?
stream? And then everyone in the pre-chat started singing. Oh my gosh.
Seems like she got the wrong guy.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I don't have the wrong... Well, I don't know that for sure.
At this rate, Navia will be convicted for falsely accusing
the scales
him.
are balanced again. Guilty who? Me or Uncle Marcel?
I think you've done a superb job of dissecting your father's feelings as he neared the end of his life. But aren't you going against all of his wishes and expectations right now?
Yeah, so now Marcel's getting really up in arms about defending himself, which makes sense if he's, either innocent or guilty. I mean, I would want to defend myself either.
He wished for you to become more rational, collected, and conscientious, instead of dwelling only on your own feelings.
I mean, we're trying to be rational.
Once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings, and to stop rushing headlong into things,
you'd
have met most of his expectations.
Hold it! This is getting out of hand! This is this is turning into a roast rather than, let's not talk too much about personal matters, okay?
This isn't just about me.
Yeah, it
and
never
it never
has been.
The biggest difference
Mr.
between me
Marcel,
and the rest of the
the
victims
shell
is that
with
I
shoes
still have the
on.
ability to search for the truth.
I didn't actually,
While that same agency
it's not just a
has
movie,
long
right?
been
It's
taken
like
from then.
Like a series? Like it's a YouTube series or something?
The people whose families were destroyed by synth abuse. The people who lost their loved ones to the serial disappearances.
Yeah,
and the people
you
who suffered
say it,
tragic
Navia.
ends due to their sense of justice. Many people's images are flashing before my eyes. I'm sure some are coming to those of you in the audience as well.
I will have to say though, this is the theatrics they were talking about. Objection, emotional damage. True though.
And whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vache?
Oh my gosh! This is it! Because remember, we're going to find evidence.
Oh.
So you do know that name. Uh-oh.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard
No,
of.
you wouldn't have that reaction. You wouldn't have that reaction to a name that you'd never heard before. He knows. Here we go, and indeed. Where's Lita? Lita had to step out for a moment.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Uh-oh. I was waiting. Oh my gosh, okay, we're back. At the entrance to this synth production. A little while earlier. Oh, okay. So by the time we finish, it'll line up with what we just watched. Gotta climb. Not climb, we have to swim up. Oh, whoa! It's like an air bubble, an air pocket. That's so cool. Wait, oh my gosh, the map is empty. That's kind of crazy. Synth, it's like their absinthe. It's called synth, though. What is that? Hello. Oh, door of resurrection. No! The way that we have to choose our party setup? I wish I could have healed. Oh, well, I guess I don't have to, but is that new? I've never seen that before. So I guess that's new to 4.0. Uh-oh, and Xiao's got a boo-boo. Hey guys, I'm here. Let me just... Oh no, they noticed me. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
Think you can get away?
Off we go.
Okay, now we have our opportunity to heal Xiao now. Oh my gosh.
Lament!
Goodness. It's okay.
Here.
So he fell during a cutscene earlier. A cutscene cut him off and he fell. That's why he got a boo-boo. Here we go. It's been around since 2.0. No. This specific thingamabob. I've never seen that before. Because usually for things like party setup, you just go up to like the door. Or you go up to like the fog in front of the domain entrance. But that symbol itself, at least to me, is new. And I've been playing since the very beginning. Oh my gosh.
Whoa!
Whoa, it's an elevator! Okay, don't jump off.
Is it because of this mechanism in the middle?
No. So
That
you've
guy
been able
really
to change
prepared
your
a lot of
party and
stuff
event
for this
domains,
place.
yes, but that specific like symbol, like what would you call it? Asset? That specific like symbol you walk up to. Here we go. Wow.
Paimon thinks we need to go up, but Paimon doesn't see a way. Let's take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up.
I like how it's all like clocks. Okay, let's go this way. There's water! Maybe we're supposed to go underwater. Okay. Down here. Ha! Let's swim. Oh, hello. Maybe I have to break this. We have to get the powers first. Hello. Oh wow, what is this? Yeah, here we go. Okay, here we go. Okay. This'll open it up. I think so. Yeah! Woohoo! Oh yeah, we did it. Whoa! What is this? Here we go. Good morning. Oh, here we go. Right here. Okay, start. That specific resurrection spot is different. Yeah, it's new. I hadn't seen it before. Crab powers. It was because you automatically got sucked into that domain. You couldn't choose your party beforehand. Yeah, I'd never seen that.
The water level is rising. Now we can swim to the top.
Let's go.
But this is still a ways away from where we need to go.
It's okay. We can adventure together. We're on patrol. We're on a journey. Okay, let's go. I'm really intrigued to see how we're gonna crack this case. I don't know. I want to see if for those who haven't played this yet, or maybe you don't know what's going on. I'm curious to see what your thoughts are.
Time for takeoff.
What do you think it's gonna be?
Adventure. Teamwork is
useless.
So,
brace yourselves. You're toast.
You're toast. Yeah. This other guy, I forgot about him.
Conquering!
This just turned into a Legend of Zelda water temple puzzle. Oh my god.
Worthless!
I feel like that's all of Fontaine. No, there's multiple.
Let's play.
Oh, I should have guessed.
Think you can get away?
Boring!
Let's light it up. Let's light it up. Up. We're on going in. Light it up.
Here we go.
Light it up. Oh,
Off we go.
Okay, get our treasure chest. I know, I love the music in Fontaine. It's so nice. Let's go. Open this up. Open, please. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we're raising the water level more. Open sesame! Okay, here we go. Open. And so...
Yahoo!
Oh, Paimon is so cute. Yahoo! It's me, Paimon. Okay, I should probably go faster. Okay. Up. Hey. Okay. Here. Go. Crazy. And then we jump down here. Okay. Crazy. Okay, then this way. The OST in the city is your favorite. Full jazz mode. Yeah, the night OST. Yeah, I love jazz. Okay, let's go. Paimon new voice for Mario. Oh my goodness. It's not gonna like go apart, right? It's not like a timed thing. I hope not. Go. Hey guys, what are you guys doing standing around here for? Oh, new entry. Oh wow.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Ow. That's not nice. Oh my goodness.
Time for takeoff.
Not nice of you at all.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Disappear! Here!
Go.
Worthless!
I keep telling myself I'm gonna find
Worthless!
this is so random, but I've been thinking about how, so for those who don't know, my last birthday, my last 2 birthdays, I wrote a letter to myself.
Worthless!
Yeah. And then I read it, and then I wrote myself a new one. And I think the one, because by 1 year, once a year has passed, I don't remember what I wrote in my letter to self. But the one thing I do remember I wrote about myself, because we made a joke of it the first time I wrote my letter to self, was I think one of the questions I asked myself in my letter to self was, are you still a Xiao main? And I think that's one of the things I put in my letter this time around. I think I asked myself, are you still a Xiao main? And I think I'm gonna ask myself that again. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be the 3rd time. But if you want to hang out with me on my birthday, it's in about a month, October. Oh, it is a month!
After
I
all
forgot
that,
today was the 4th.
finally made it to the innermost sanctum.
Oh, finally, wow.
Though, as expected, the mastermind isn't
The
here.
mastermind's not here. If I'm not mistaken, he's being charged by Navia as we speak.
That's right. Then let's hurry up and find some evidence so we can get back to the opera house and help Navia.
I agree, we need to make it in time. Maybe this time you can say he will forever be your main. That's true, I could. I don't want to. What if I say that it doesn't happen? Okay, let's see. Oh, E, I forgot. Oh my gosh, there's a lot. Okay, here we go.
What's this over here? Looks like some kind of place for research.
A research table.
Experiment number 16 aims to verify Jacob Ingold's research conclusions
on the primordial
sea and use his theory as a foundation to achieve a breakthrough. The experiment was a failure.
Oh.
No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Female specimens 22, 23, and 24 were dissolved.
What happened to female specimens 1 through 21? Paimon, no! Paimon is so precious. They left the stove on. No! Calm down, Paimon. It's okay, I'm here.
Sorry, Traveler. Paimon will try her best.
I'm the same way, Paimon. Oh my
Paimon's
gosh.
never read something so scary before.
I know.
How could someone write something that terrible in such a matter-of-fact tone?
Yeah.
You read the rest. Paimon's too scared to keep going.
Oh no, indeed. goal of the researcher is to save his lover, a woman called Vignier, who was dissolved. Oh wow, am I saying that right?
So that's why he did all of these experiments. Wait, did he really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane!
Oh! There's another name here, Vache!
Huh? Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain?
God!
Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case.
Oh, no, he's the researcher!
You mean Vache is the one who did all of these...
no.
Experiments?
Oh my god. He signed off on a bunch of the experiment reports. The voice I heard from the fountain was probably Vignier.
So that's it. Vache
Oh,
was no victim.
no, he did not.
Took
Why would
his
he do
mother
that?
and-
This got really dark.
No, that's not it either.
So fast.
If that's the case,
That was so
why would he
sudden.
want people to resurface from the water?
What? There must be more to this than meets the eye.
In any case, Paimon will write it all down.
The stories about like experiments always. Ugh. I don't really do well with body horror, is what I'm trying to say. Oh my gosh. Vache's experimental records. Oh my goodness. Anyone experiencing hiccups, or is it just me? Oh no! Oh my goodness. Wait, what do you mean? Sorry, what's happening? Examine bottles. Okay, here we go.
Whoa.
Oh,
There's
you mean
so
you
much
called me
scent
Rita? That's funny.
here.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so many bottles of ingredients
This is
that
the darkest question
probably
yet.
just
Yeah,
contain
yeah,
the
I
waters
know.
of the primordial
Crazy.
sea.
Oh my goodness. Many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the waters of the primordial sea. There are so many.
Mixing in progress. Ready to drink. Stock sample? Huh. They've also got all the scents pretty clearly labeled.
Yikes. You mean like the experiments that happened in Full Metal Alchemist? No! Gosh. Oh, goodness.
Whoa, there's even fruit-flavored synth?
Paimon, don't get any ideas. That definitely proves that this is where they produce synth. Oh.
Yep, it's super obvious.
Oh no. A popular potion circulating quite widely. It gives the drinker a very pleasant experience for a short time, but its side effects are equally strong. The producer uses these special characteristics to earn a massive profit from its trade. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. So we already did that one. Let's see, what else? We did those two. Wait, yeah, we already checked that one. They have check marks on them. Check marks. Oh. Here we go. Examine the pool. Is this where they get the synth? I was gonna say the absinthe. Uh-oh.
Oh, look! There's an important-looking basin over here, and it's full of water.
That must be the water from the primordial sea. Yeah, they look really spooky.
That means this is where they make all
With
the
elemental
scents.
sight. Ooh.
And that special water is the main ingredient.
Oh.
If you dilute it with normal water, you'll get synth. But the pure stuff can dissolve a human.
It's floating.
Paimon will take
I don't
notes on
like
this
that.
incriminating
Does it
evidence.
make you float? Paimon, is that why you're floating? Oh my goodness. Oh wow. That's actually crazy. You'd bathe in it? But what if you dissolve? Well, you're not from Fontaines. You're fine. Oh, whoa. Did you see that? It turned green for a second. That wasn't just me, right? Look, it's black. That's so spooky. Okay, here we go. E. She was floating before she drank it. The thing is so maybe she had it from way back then. Don't jump in. Well, the thing is I'm not from Fontaine. So
Let's see what's
it turned
written
green
here.
for a second.
Nothing
So
escapes
spooky.
Detective Paimon's eyes. Callus. Navia's father.
Uh-oh, an investigation report.
Oh, this seems to be an investigation report on him.
It's probably related to his and Jacques' case. Isn't the Thunderbird the one with the child sacrifice? But this is a full-blown serial killer, though. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Assassinate Jacques and Callus because of a lack of confidence that Jacques himself would go through with it.
So finding someone to assassinate Jacques and Callus because of... Oh.
This should prove of the existence of the third person, right?
But can we figure out who wrote this? Is there anything else?
We still have not determined the exact content of the key information Callus has passed on to certain members of his organization. The old dog's a real menace to deal with.
The old dog.
Even if he abides by the promise he's made to us, he will still have the upper hand. He can act whenever he wants to make our lives miserable. The only option left is to remove him from the picture entirely. I concur. Let's
Who are you
send
concurring
someone
with?
to kill him. He won't
Declare war as long as we don't touch Navia.
Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence
The
between the
hierarchy.
higher-ups.
They planned this well in advance.
They're all just so evil.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Next clues, next clues. I missed it. Oh no. There. Hello guys,
What's
you welcome
all
in.
this? Aw, it's a bunch of really cute things.
Oh fun.
Pink
Finally something good.
accessories, a hair tie, a necklace,
No, please don't tell me
even
this
a
is...
makeup box.
No. Please don't tell me this belongs... There's a name too.
Oh, Paimon sees it too, but...
No!
Why are all
That's what I
these cute
thought!
things
Oh,
labeled
I
with
don't
different
like it
girls'
anymore.
names?
Oh! They probably belong to the victims! Oh my gosh. No way!
Huh? You mean the girls from the serial disappearances? They were brought here?
No! This is why we can't have nice things, because they just end up belonging to the victims of the serial disappearances case. Oh my
They were
gosh.
turned into water.
Oh my gosh.
And all the boxes of things.
No!
These names. That means...
What? Ooh.
Oh, this is terrible.
Ooh, there's something like maniacal about one thing, doing all of these like experiments and kidnapping people. That's one level of maniacal. But the fact that like they didn't just throw them away, and they like can't, because I'm assuming the girls can't like come back. I don't know if they had plans to make them come back or not. But the fact that they like murdered these like women, and then kept and like labeled their items. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? It almost feels like they're like having some sort of memento for like each person that they like killed. That's so maniacal. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh goodness. Oh, I don't like that.
We've looked at almost everything here, and it seems like our theories were spot on. But...
Who really is this Vache?
Yeah, we haven't found anything that reveals his true identity. No wonder even Nervalette wasn't able to find anything. Whoever it is probably destroyed everything to do with that name a long time ago. That way, even if we bring all this back to the opera, we won't be able to identify the true culprit.
Clever. But maybe not clever enough. Let's look again.
Sure thing. Paimon won't admit defeat to this guy either.
Yeah, let's go! You and me, Paimon. Paimon and I against the world. Okay, look for clues related to Vache. Well, we already... I think it's this one, right? Because it's all leading us to the same places, but I think I'm gonna go here. According to the records, Vache didn't care how many victims he had to dissolve in his quest to bring his lover back to life. But there's nothing here on Vache's true identity. Oh, okay, I see. Is there something different? These all look to be the same. Okay, maybe there's an extra one, a new one that we didn't see before. It looks like the same. Uh-huh. Nothing here on Vache's true identity. There's nothing gonna be in the pool. Oh my gosh, did you see the flavor text and countless of sins were born here? Or synths, I can't remember.
You take that side and Paimon will take this side.
What?
Check everything carefully.
It's here.
We'll find something for sure.
Okay. Oh god, I'm scared.
Ugh.
Oh no.
Nothing at all. And Paimon can't even find snacks either.
Oh, it's okay, Paimon. We'll get snacks later. Paimon, I found it!
Whoa, really? Let Paimon see!
Oh.
Vinier. Isn't that Vache's lover's name?
Oh! Maybe she's gonna reveal everything in her diary.
Then you found her diary.
I knew it.
Aw. It's just a normal diary chronicling their love
I know,
story.
Paimon, people are dead. Let's take this a
She
little
was
bit more
so sweet, too.
seriously. Maybe that's how she copes with the fear.
Paimon feels even worse for her now.
Oh my god. Take a look at this page. She made a list of baby names. What does that say? I can't read. This one says Laldo. Okay.
So many! A whole page's worth! But they're all
What could that
crossed out.
mean?
Was she unhappy with all
Are
of them?
they baby names or are they list of suspects or list of victims? Oh my god.
The final name she decided on was...
I'm scared. What is his name gonna be? I'm so scared.
Marcel.
Wait, what? That's her child?
Wait, but Marcel's
Oh
pretty
my
old.
god. No
Has this
way.
case been going on for so long that he's Vache and Vinier's grown son?
Let's go, Paimon. Let's go.
Hey! Paimon still hasn't figured it out yet.
Paimon, we got it. We know. This is Marcel's parents. That's his motive. Hey, good morning. Welcome in. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is crazy.
And whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named
Vache?
Vache?
Ah! That's crazy. This is crazy. What do you have to say?
So you do know that name.
Oh my...
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
No.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Oh, here, this is where we jump in.
Navia! We're back!
We're back! Oh!
As expected of my partner.
Just in the nick of time.
Knew you'd
Oh my
return
gosh.
in the nick of time.
Just how often do you intend to flout the rules of this court?
It's all right, Monsieur Nervalette.
Yes, he's
Given their
cracking under
confidence,
pressure.
I expect they've found the crucial evidence.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. You say you've never heard of Vache, but we have this diary right here. Oh, ho, ho.
But the truth of it, Marcel,
Yay! Oh, yay!
is that
Traveler
you've
voice acting.
always been Vache.
Huh? Wait, I thought Marcel was the child. I'm so confused.
Huh?
Oh my... Unless he has some sort of... Huh?
We've investigated your lair and we already know
What?
everything!
He is Vache! Tell me what anti-aging cream you have going on. Oh my gosh, I might need that in the future.
After your lover, Vinier,
Oh my
was
goodness.
dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment on the hopes of bringing her back to you.
Oh, that's crazy. Don't you know? Human transmutation is against the rule of the universe.
You even created Marcel as a new identity and destroyed all
That's
records of your
crazy.
past as Vache.
That's insane. You'd be too old to be the child. Oh, I see. I still haven't fully understand the timeline of all this. I just knew it happened in the past.
So that's it. Even the villains in
Well,
opera
what I knew is
performances
that he was
rarely
related
go
to the
that
people
far.
Or to Vinier, at least. Wow. That's crazy. I hope you have a mic, because I'd be ready, be ready to drop it. Oh, yeah. I don't know. It's on a stand, so I don't know if I can drop it.
And with that, Marcel's motive has now been established.
Crazy.
This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing defense. Well, Marcel, do you know where you went wrong?
You left your HQ wide open.
You fixated your gaze on the lover that passed away, instead of paying attention to the living people around you. So, you never noticed how we changed, or how we grew as individuals.
Crazy. Yeah, remember what they were saying about, like, what he was saying about her not, only focusing on her feelings? Right
You
back
also
at
never
ya.
understood Boss's real expectations for his daughter.
That did go swimmingly.
Or our determination to see things through.
Your determination.
Yeah, our determination.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yourself.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the trial will move on to the next stage.
Do you really think I wanted to do
Oh,
any of
that's
this?
your confession right there. Do you think I wanted to do any of this?
Pay
Bada
attention to
bing,
you.
bada boom. Oh.
What for?
Oh.
Have you ever paid attention to me? Ever empathized with my pain? Ever known how it feels to watch the love of your life dissolve right in front of your eyes?
No, frankly, I don't know what that feels like.
No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades ago, even the officers from the Maison Gardiennage were laughing at me. They said there's no way a human being can turn into water. So I must have gone mad from grief. Vignier's death was brushed away by all of you as if it didn't matter at all.
Oh my gosh. He's turned into Joker, yeah.
Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! Well, it's too late now. All those who were dissolved are gone forever.
No! Oh my gosh, I know, I'd have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids. This really does start to feel like Scooby-Doo now.
You only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit of your so-called justice.
Whoa.
Your beloved drama.
Okay, he's cooking there.
Blind eye to
He's
the
not wrong about
suffering of
that.
the
But
people.
sir, you could have, you know, pursued justice in other ways, I feel. I feel like maybe murdering a bunch of people is not the right way to do it. That's what I'm saying. He's not wrong. I mean, this whole opera house is just theatrics.
Vignier is dead.
Oh,
We promised each other that we would always be together.
Does not excuse what you
Wherever
did,
she
but
goes,
I can
follow.
understand your pain. But it does not excuse what you did. Goodness.
But I'm not from this blasted place. So I can't be dissolved. No matter what I do.
Because he's from Shnesnaya. Wait. Can we go talk to Vignier? That's so sad. He's crying. No, he just drank some of it.
Is
but
that
he can't
water from the
dissolve.
primordial sea that he's drinking?
I can't dissolve. Can't dissolve. Can't dissolve.
Oh no.
Do you all see? I can't go. I can't follow. So if I can't go where she is, what choice do I have but to try to bring her
no,
back?
Not a human transmutation. No.
I did all of that, and in the end, that accursed Callus still got the better of me.
That the line of like, she went where I couldn't follow. That was so sad.
I spent my entire life living on pins and needles, only to get stabbed by his idiot daughter at the very end.
Did it say this Vache is a name IRL? He's a serial killer in old France. There's a movie about it. Whoa.
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress. Guards, please restrain him.
Don't touch me!
This is really sad.
Don't anybody come near me. I still need to save Vignier. I promise. We made a promise.
Oh, God.
Vignier.
No.
Vignier.
No.
Please, Vignier. Don't think badly of me. All I want to do is fulfill our promise.
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear.
Yeah.
With Mr. Marcel's conviction, the charges against Mr. Tartaglia no longer have any basis.
Oh well, at least he's free of the charge now. I
Fine
know,
by
like,
me. I was in a bad mood, but after a show like that, I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Yeah, like, even if he brought her back, he wouldn't be able to justify, like, killing all of those women. Did you really think? That's so sad that he felt like that was the means, that the end could justify those means, you know? So dark. Goodness.
Traveler, please submit all the evidence you have collected to the
yeah,
guards, so that I might review and summarize the truth behind the serial disappearances case.
We don't get to do. We don't get to make our own little Danganronpa.
The man now known as Marcel was originally named Vache
Oh, wow, he
and
looks so
worked as
young.
an adventurer with his partner and lover Vignere.
Oh my gosh!
During an underwater expedition, Vignere accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea and was dissolved in front of Vache as a result.
I like how they do these recaps with like on the stage like this.
Vache learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap young women for research, with the goal of discovering a method to restore Vignere back to life.
You know what would be crazy though if they actually hired like actual Fontanians to like act out the summary that he's giving right now?
To cover his tracks, he invented the new alias of Marcel and began to operate a business in Poisson.
Oh my god, all of that. I guess.
During the course of his research, Vache discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea can induce feelings of euphoria,
So that at what
and began
point
to manufacture and market synths.
do you go from synth to dissolving water? Like, yeah, what percentage? What is the primordial sea percentage that turns it from synth to dissolving solution?
However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded the scope,
I know,
he came
it's a
into
really
conflict
intense story.
with Spina di Rosula.
Oh my gosh.
After exchanging blows with Spina di Rosula for many years, Vache decided to assassinate their president Callus at a banquet.
You have more empathy than me because I was like, deserve. The thing is it doesn't excuse what he did. Absolutely not. He did terrible things, and you know he should be rightfully put to justice for that. It's like I understand, you know, why he was sad, but it doesn't excuse what he did. Does that make sense? Yeah. Like I don't think I would go to those lengths, but I can understand what upset him. But that doesn't mean I condone what he did or find what he did excusable. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Although the assassination did not go as Vache expected, he was able to turn Callus into the murder suspect by dissolving the assassin he sent to the scene.
Jeez.
And just recently, Vache attempted to frame Linny as the culprit of the serial disappearances case, using a similar
Our
method.
good friend Linny. I can't believe that.
However, his attempt to frame Linny failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vache's machinations that he was eventually successfully
Not the
charged in court.
machinations. No.
Thus concludes the
Good job, that
enigmatic
was great
history of the
summary.
serial disappearances case, with the truth revealed to all.
Oh my gosh. Sasuga Novelette. Oh, yeah! Why is there a child here? I feel like these cases are a little too intense for children to come watch.
The oratrice will now
it's the
deliver
da-
the
it's the
final
la- it's the
verdict
daughter of the
regarding
lady.
the
Never mind,
charges
it makes
against
sense.
Mr. Vache.
You guys saw that, right? Oh my gosh, it's the Honkai Star Rail Warp. It is the child from the victim, yeah. She has the dress. Oh gosh, here we go. Come on. What does it say?
According to the judgment of the
We
Oratrice
all know
Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Mr. Vache is
Annalise Cardinal.
guilty.
Guilty. Oh my gosh. Would a child be able to understand all of this? I feel like, I mean, her family, her whole family situation is tied to this. I feel like even if she can't understand all of like the details, I feel like if she wanted to know, I mean, I'm sure it would be fine. Guilty. That's crazy.
Guards! Take Vache
Guards,
away.
take Vache away. Da 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 da.
Good. It's what he deserves.
With that, the serial disappearances case is over now.
We really just witnessed history. Who would have thought the true culprit would be such a polite and well-spoken guy?
Sometimes it's the people you least expect.
Yippee! We helped Navia bring the bad guy to justice! He's hurt so many innocent people and now he's finally getting what he deserves. Huh? Are you okay?
Navia. Oh no, Navia must be really going through it.
Demoiselle, you were absolutely brilliant.
The day our late boss had always hoped for has finally come. You can rest easy now, knowing justice has been served.
Yeah. Something feels off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
I feel like
finally
it
over.
would be more like
It's all thanks to you guys. And my partner.
But maybe, I guess, I don't know. I mean, I guess this
See,
isn't really
Papa,
something you'd be upbeat about.
Spina di
even if
Rosula's
it
still doing
resolves
well with me at the
positively.
helm.
Well, now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served, past wrongs have been righted, and it's a big old happy ending.
Okay, all right, we can go home now.
Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way, I've still got some business to attend to. So, if you'll excuse me...
He's like, okay, well, gotta go. I have better things to do.
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
Why? Let him
what
go.
now? None of this has anything to do with
I
me.
feel like they just dragged him in and just sit there and...
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against
What?
you,
Okay,
a verdict must also be made regarding the initial charge before the trial can conclude.
A verdict was also being made regarding the... So, he's innocent? I
Oh,
don't
come
know.
on.
Do you have to,
Is
like,
this
put a ticket
really
in?
necessary? Haven't you already caught the real criminal? Isn't it
Oh my
time for
gosh,
side
is he
characters
somehow...
like me to
is he
exit
like...
stage
Is
and
he
left?
involved with this somehow?
Please respect the
Oh my
laws of
gosh.
Fontaine.
Is it because he's in the
This has
Fatui? Oh
always
my
been the rule.
gosh.
All right, but this sure is a lot of hassle.
Does he know
All
that
I need
he's
to do
like...
is stand over there, right?
Okay.
Let's just get this over with.
Okay.
Through evidence
is
presented in the
suspicious.
public trial
What's
that was
going
just
on?
held, it has been established that Mr. Tartaglia has no direct connection to the
Right.
serial
So
disappearances
then what
case.
is he here for?
The guilty party has been identified, and
There's
thus
something
it is
wrong. Oh
logical
my
to
gosh.
suppose Mr.
Hold on.
Tartaglia is innocent of the charges.
Okay, okay. Logically, right?
We now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale to
broken?
render the final
What
verdict
if
on the
it's
charges.
broken? It's giving guilty flags, even though he's not guilty. No, it's broken. What if it's broken?
According to the judgment of the
Uh-huh.
Oratrice Mécanique
It's
d'Analyse Cardinale,
it's gonna say he's
Mr.
guilty, isn't
Tartaglia
it?
is guilty.
No! Why?
What?
No, you're not gonna you can't listen to this robot.
Hey! That's not funny.
Yeah.
Didn't you just say I'm
this
supposed to
isn't
be
funny.
innocent? What's with this verdict? Is your justice
That's
machine
what
malfunctioning?
That's someone we need to call an engineer and do some maintenance on it.
Huh? This has
This
never,
happened before.
The Oratrice
Are we
actually
really gonna
returned a
listen to-
different verdict from the Chief Justice.
Oh my gosh, no. It's malfunctioning. Oh my gosh, it's gonna turn into a sentient robot.
I mean, have you ever heard of an innocent Fatui
Whoa,
harbinger?
okay, Mr.
Do you think
Prejudice.
the Oratrice might
you
have
can
just
put that
convicted
away
him
for
on
a
general
moment.
principle?
Did you not just see the evidence we had?
But weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case? No matter what else he's guilty of, it shouldn't affect the verdict in this case, right?
Yeah. What's going on here?
The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse
AI is
Cardinale
rebelling.
is,
Oh my
by
gosh.
law, the final verdict of the court.
No,
We
none
must
of that.
accept the guilty verdict.
Stop it. You're better than that. No.
Guards, please take the suspect into custody.
It isn't
per
Fatui don't
court
exist.
protocol.
Did we not just do Linny's case? Oh my gosh. Oh, a cutscene. Uh-oh, he's ready to fight. Oh my gosh. Ah! He's ready to fight!
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine.
music.
What a joke.
Why is it so hopeful?
You've got your
okay,
rules.
now it's getting darker. Okay.
Well, I've got mine too!
Okay, wow! He's doing the thingamabob with a delusion! Oh, crazy. He's gonna get...
He's activating his spell legacy!
Yeah, spell legacy. Whoa! Enough of that! Oh my gosh, Oh, I like the how the enemies smoke. The organ, not the organ.
I am sorry.
Yeah, he's not making himself
If
look
you
any
have
more
been
innocent.
wronged, we will find the truth.
Isn't he allowed
But
to?
the rules of the court must be upheld.
Before he's allowed to do it before the trial. Did he get a cut on his face? Oh no! Ouch! Why'd he like assess his cut as if he'd never bled before? Oh my gosh.
Monsieur Novelette, what's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? Just but a scratch, exactly. Yeah, no, he must be very strong. I remember we had quite the hard time trying to take Child out. The first time. Oh my gosh.
Apologies. This is also the first time I've encountered such a situation.
Yeah.
However, according to the rules established at the conception of Fontaine's court system, the Oratrice's judgment is the final verdict of the court.
Oh, no. No. Can't be like that.
All I do is follow court procedure. As for why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
If even the Chief Justice doesn't know, then we have no choice but to ask the Archon herself.
Why are you looking at me? I had nothing to do with it!
I had nothing to do with it. She's so funny.
I don't know what happened there either.
Hey,
stop
yeah, it is, huh? Oh, it's okay.
What does Lady
I hope the
Farina
Fontaine
mean by
courts have
that?
an appeal system. Oh my gosh. Oh,
She says she has no idea either, but that's impossible.
You
Didn't
gotta
she
go do
create
some
the
maintenance
Oratrice
on it now.
herself?
Yeah, so are the verdicts reliable or not? Can results like this
now
really
they
be
gotta
called
question
justice?
everything before. Oh, she's stressed. Oh goodness.
My dearest citizens, did you really think we'd allow an incorrect verdict to be handed out in this court?
Okay.
Did you really believe that the
How strong is
judgment could be
Nerva? I mean, he
mistaken
seemed pretty strong
or
just
be
now.
the result of some sort of random mishap? Don't tell me you thought even I had been blindsided by the Oratrice's result.
But the way she looked just now, it was pretty obvious she had no idea what was going on.
Oh gosh. She's gotta try to pick up the pieces. Why isn't it clicking?
However, given the state of things, I shall give you an explanation.
Oh my gosh, of course it's part of the
Everything
drama.
that just took place, including my supposed shock and bafflement,
Right. I like how
was
she
a part
talks.
of
She's
an
really
elaborate performance, with every action
Time for
meant to
Save a
stir
Nation
up
from its own
drama and
Archon
excitement.
round 2. Oh my goodness. The drama. The excitement. She's giving Konosuba Aqua stop. Oh my god.
Of course, for every
Yeah, I know, she has to give them a
there
show.
is a script. Everything has unfolded exactly as I expected from the very beginning.
Oh.
As the
Acting skill
embodiment of the
100.
very concept of justice, the Oratrice shall never render an arbitrary judgment.
Oh wow. As the embodiment of the very concept of justice. Oh my goodness.
If you thought Child had nothing to do with the serial disappearances case, it is only because you've been blinded by the superficial appearance of innocence.
Oh my goodness.
Everything he's done, not to mention the
Did you meet
dangers he
Elio and Kafka
poses,
for this whole
are
script
beyond
writing
ordinary
shenanigans, Rita? Oh my
comprehension
God.
and completely unforgivable.
Unforgivable! Inconceivable! Oh my gosh, no, who is that? Oh my gosh, what is it that Lemon Grab would say in Adventure Time? It's not inconceivable. That's a totally different thing. What is it that he says? Unacceptable! There we go. Oh my gosh.
All shall be revealed in time. You will come to understand my noble intentions, as well as the absolute
Unacceptable.
correctness of the Oratrice's verdict.
I like her laugh. She's so funny. She makes me laugh.
Now, having said that, although I hate to leave things hanging
Yeah,
in
the
suspense,
inconceivable is a princess
it is
fight.
now time for this performance to end. As
the lead actress,
I
oh
shall
my
be the
goodness,
first
we're
to take
just
my
side
leave.
characters in her
Toodaloo.
own world.
So she chose to make her escape after
I
all,
always
did
sound
she?
like Farina when I do the higher voice. What is something that she says? She's just very lofty, I think.
So you're saying we shouldn't put
No,
much
but that's
stock into
just
what
being
she just
literal
said?
cook. Oh my gosh.
She probably just
For
put on that
Rita?
performance to save face.
Oh my goodness.
As for the truth, it's unlikely that she actually has any idea.
That's what I said. She was trying to pick up the pieces and save face. Way to pull the rug out from under her. Oh my goodness.
However, please be assured that I will continue to investigate this case in a personal capacity. Just as I promised, if the judgment has been incorrect, we will do our utmost to clear his name.
Yippee!
All right. Even
Rita
though we
sounds like
feel
a
pretty
kid having a
badly for
temper
him,
tantrum.
we'll
Oh my
take your word
God.
for it for now. After all, he's done plenty of bad stuff, so he should have known he'd go to prison someday, right?
No good person says Toodaloo. No, you can't say that. You can't. you can't know for sure. Toodaloo is such a cute thingamaboop. I feel like I'm sure some nice people say Toodaloo. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go. Exit. Oh, I thought I'd have to press the door button. Oh, whoa. Is that Vache?
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh my
Quick,
gosh, she's
stop
running!
him!
Oh my gosh, she's getting away! Uh-oh.
Traveler! Hey! Traveler!
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Marcel! What are you doing over here?
Yeah, I know you didn't handcuff him. That's crazy. He could just have a bottle of like dissolving water in his pocket. He could dissolve somebody.
Stop resisting arrest! Cease, or we'll add another charge to the list.
Uh-oh.
Stop!
You
Wait!
are violating the
I
law.
just want to ask the traveler something. I'm not looking
Oh.
to run away. Please, please, just let me ask this one small thing.
Is he gonna ask? Wait, he doesn't know that I... He doesn't know that I got to talk to Vignier, though, right? So, that's probably not what he's asking.
Go on.
Aw, you know, that does have some empathy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Security risk, that's what I'm saying. Oh my gosh. And bye, Maze. Thanks for stopping by. Good luck with class.
I was being led away when I finally realized something. Where did you first hear the name Vache?
From Vignier. Oh my gosh.
I erased all records
Can you
of
raise
that
your
name.
voice and reduce game volume
So,
to hear from me? I want to tell you
unless-
something. Oh, it's probably because I switched to my speaker. But like I said, you all can just tell me at any point. I can fix it.
Are you still trying
Oh
to
my
prove your
gosh.
innocence? Give it up. You've already been convicted.
Uh-oh. Yes, I met her.
Really? You did? You're sure? You met her? But how could that be? How did you manage to do it?
It was around the fountain of... I keep wanting to say Fontaine. It was around the fountain of Lucine. Something to do with my sensitivity to the hydro element.
The fountain of Lucine? Then...
Oh, it's been high
she's
this
been
whole
so
time.
close to
You
me
all could
all
have told me when I
along.
switched it over.
And I just never...
Oh my gosh.
Please.
I also
please give
mumble
me
a
a
lot
chance
when
to
I'm
talk to her
thinking.
again. Just let the traveler take me to the fountain to see her one last time. This is the last request I'll ever make in my life. You can do whatever you want to me afterwards. I don't care.
What? Give an inch and you want to take a mile? Do you
Eh,
think serial
whoa.
killers get to make requests like that?
I mean, I guess Esmond has a right to be upset.
Paimon agrees. Why should we give him what he wants when he's only done a ton of super terrible things?
You might want to take a sip of water considering how emotional you are. I'm okay. I'm okay.
This request, is it worth as much to you as
I'm
your
used to
life?
crying a lot. I know just how much water I need when I'm sad.
Of course. Wait, no. It's worth even more than my life.
Humans. Will they betray the instinct to live just as
Humans, he says. Humans.
Very well. I will
Oh.
grant your request.
Your Honor, I fear that...
Uh-huh.
I will go with him. You do not need to worry about any escape.
Oh, wow.
In that case, I shall leave him in your most capable hands, Chief Justice.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Wow. Human. Interesting. Bring Marcel to the Fountain Plaza. Come on, come on. He's definitely not human, just by the way that he spoke. Go.
Is this the place?
Ah,
You said she's here,
this
but
is
what do
so
I need to do to see
sad.
her?
Back then, I drank water from the primordial sea. It heightened my sensitivity to the hydro element.
Yeah, and even Paimon could hear her after drinking that thing. Didn't you just drink a lot of it on the stage as well? Oh, in that case...
Sometimes you refer to humans in that kind of detached manner. I guess so. I mean... I usually say like, oh, society or humanity. You know what I mean?
Vache.
There it is! Oh!
Yes, that's it! So you heard it too!
Vinier, it's me! It's me,
Oh, that's crazy.
Vache.
Stop.
Vache? Vache?
I'm here! I'm here!
Oh no!
Where are you, Vinier? I'm coming for you. I'm finally here for
No!
you.
Hey, wait! Be careful! Hey, wait!
Where did he go? Hello?
Vinier, is that you?
He's walking.
It's me, Vache! Vinier!
How did he get in here?
Vache? Why did you come? Didn't I say?
Oh no! I hope she doesn't find. Oh, she's gonna find out about all the bad stuff he did.
You look a lot older than I remember. How long has it been?
Oh my gosh.
It's been more than 20 years. I've suffered for over 20 years since the day you left. All this time, only the thought of bringing you back has kept me alive. Nothing else mattered to me. I must be dreaming. Who would have thought I'd get the chance to tell you all of my feelings like this? Vinier, you are my everything. I really don't know how I could live without you.
But Vache, if you ask me, this world would be better off without you.
Oh, she tells it like it is. Oh my gosh.
What
She knows.
are you saying?
Vache, she knows.
If not for you, I would have finished my law degree and probably become a top-tier attorney one day.
Ouch.
If not for you, I would have continued to pursue my love of the arts.
Wow.
And my works would have been displayed in the Palais Mermonia itself.
Oh, yeah. Oh, indeed. Oh my gosh. Wow. I wonder if she also knows about like what he did.
If not for you, I would at least have been able to take care of my mother.
Wow.
And she would not have grown old and died alone, with nothing but the tears on her cheeks.
Yeah, I'm wondering why they chose to say it now.
It's all because
Like, why didn't they put it in her
selfishness,
diary?
Vache. It's all because of you.
Whoa, this is intense.
Wait, you are not Vinier.
Oh, it's another lady. Oh, maybe it's like an amalgamation of all the ladies.
You're right. I am not Vinier.
Wow.
I am the sacrifices.
Wait, that's so sad. That's so sad. Like, think about all of the people that, like, yeah, they could have, like, finished their studies. They could have been with their families. They could have,
Every woman who died by your hand, as our bodies dissolved, our consciousnesses flowed back into the primordial sea.
Wow.
Our thoughts circulated endlessly within the primordial sea, and we were no longer individuals, but we became one.
We are Oceanid. Oh my god.
Just as streams of water come together in the sea.
Oh wow. Dun 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 indeed.
I'm Cressy. I'm Lemony. I'm Azine. The only one I am not
is Vinier. Oh, that's extra cruel. Wow.
Why? But then, where is Vinier?
She doesn't want to see you anymore. Every tendril of her consciousness is avoiding
it's probably because she knows what he did.
This is what you get for your selfishness. Your selfishness robbed us of our lives and our futures. You said time and time
I never
again
said he
that
didn't
you
deserve
would
it.
only end everything
I'm just
for
saying
her.
this is really sad. Oh my
Did you
gosh.
ever consider whether she'd want to see you do the things that you did?
Yeah.
If
She'd never, I'm sure she would not have wanted to see him turn to such dark means. So what I was saying earlier, I never said that he doesn't deserve it. I'm just saying all of this is really sad. I think you can think that like, oh, okay, well, he's now receiving the justice he deserves, but also this whole situation is sad. It's not like mutually exclusive, you know what I mean? I'm just a very emotional person, so I feel sadness very easily.
And a cowardly narcissist.
There you go. There you go.
The only thing you are not
Oh.
is Vignere's beloved.
Yeah, it's still a little cruel. I mean, I'm not. I think justice should be served, of course, but that doesn't mean things can't still be sad or cruel. Does that make sense? Oh my gosh.
From the moment your first victim died and her consciousness merged with Vignere's, she has had nothing.
Like, just
but
think about the ladies and think about Vignere. Like, this is so sad and like, I don't know. Gosh, it looks like I didn't meet Vignere back then either. They must have wanted me to lure Marcel here from the very beginning.
No, yeah. She can't hate me. Let me see her, please.
That
Have
is
mercy.
cruel. Like, to think that, like, he was so close to see... You know what I mean? Like, that's the reason why he did all this bad stuff. And that, again, that's not to say that it's excusable that he did all this bad stuff. But, like, it's crazy to think that the thing that was driving him to do all of these bad things, to just see Vignere again, is just, he was so close to getting to what he was hoping for, and at the very end,
You still don't understand.
yeah,
When I said don't look for me,
that
came from the real Vigneре. She really doesn't want
Yep,
to see you anymore.
Understandable.
But on top of that, she also said that because
Whoa.
it's her final drop of pity for you.
Wow.
She said that because she knew that if you did come here, we will show no mercy to you.
There you go. Wow. Wow, that was a really powerful moment. When they had all of the ladies, I was, wow, that's powerful. Oh my gosh.
Vache. 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 Vache.
Wow. That is powerful. Oh my gosh.
Drown.
Later, the guards find that the culprit of the several serial disappearances... Oh my gosh, I couldn't read it. What happened? Did he die? Wow. Wow. What a powerful moment with the ladies there. Wow. And there it is.
Finally, we have some time to do shopping. Gosh, it's really been a long time since we've been able to relax.
Can't even take a moment to breathe. I know I wanted to read it. That's crazy. Died of a massive fright. That'll do it. Oh my gosh. My legs are killing me. Oh my gosh.
Well met, partner. I knew something great was going to happen when I woke up in such a good mood today.
Oh, well, that's good.
Even this weather can't put a damper on the demoiselle's mood.
Wow. I'm sorry, I'm still reeling from like the wow, what a powerful ending. Wow. Very impactful. Crazy. I know, it did kind of turn into horror, huh? Wow. The guard discovers that Marcel, the guilty party in the case of the disappearances of young women, had lost his soul. Regardless, if the forensic analysis concludes that his death was due to shock. I see. Wow. And bye, Cairo. Thanks for stopping by. I'm still getting goosebumps too. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Wow. What an ending. What a story.
It's a pleasure to see you both again.
Oh, hey, Navia! It's been a few days. Paimon's already started to miss you.
Oh, now that I believe. I'm easy to work with and always bring home the bacon. really treasure having a partner like me.
Yeah, always bring home the bacon. I love bacon. Bacon and eggs and toast. They drowned his soul in the primordial sea. There you go. That's what you get.
Like you're really
when you
enjoying
let
life,
your...
Navia.
Isn't that
what
a
have
song?
you been busy with since the trial?
Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm sorry. I'm still thinking about it. It's so... Wow. Wow. And wow. It's still I don't know, it's just still so sad to me that the ladies won't be able to like they got their justice, yes. It's just so sad to me that they can't go back to their lives. I know they're dissolved, that's the whole thing, right? They're supposed to have like died, but I wish there was a way for them to return from being dissolved. It's just so sad. They didn't deserve to die. So sad. Like when they were talking about like their like how she wanted to become a lawyer or wanted to do arts or wanted to take care of her mom. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's usually definitely more acts to our conquest. This is definitely not it. Usually I think it's like 4 or 5 acts. Well then, so they usually for each chapter it's like 4 or 5 acts, just off the top of my head. If I had to guess how many is in each one, within each chapter, and then they do, or no. It's usually like 4 or 5, including any interlude, probably. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. I'd have to look up, but I feel like it's 4 to 5, including like an interlude chapter or 2. You know what I mean? 2 more next patch and 1 final act at 4.2, according to the live stream. Whoa! Is the final act a interlude, or is it like? Yeah, because usually they have like the country related one that happens first, and then after that they usually have one specifically for Traveler. They've actually put more than usual on Fontaine. Usually it's just 1 act per update. Wow. Yeah, huh? Wow.
It's just been one thing after the other. I've been making non-stop
Yeah,
trips
so the
between
interlude
Poisson and the
chapters
courts
are
and
about Dane's left. Dane.
Everyone from Spina di Rosula organized
Still
a
raining?
memorial for
Oh, wow.
my father. We never held a memorial when he first died, since everyone knew that even if we held one back then,
Yeah,
no one was
that's
going
right.
to
So
come.
interlude usually comes after the main country story, and then right before the next country story.
This time, though, everyone in Poisson, and
raining.
even many people from the court all attended.
Raining, it's boring.
So his name's definitely been cleared now.
There we go. That's what I like to hear.
It's been the dearest wish of Demoiselle all along.
That blasted stubborn
This
fool.
was really good. I don't know how
right
they're
put
gonna
my
add to
faith in
this.
him.
This already feels so like.
I'm so glad I didn't give up on the
Wow.
case all those years ago.
Things turned out as well as they should have. As they could have.
Oh, by the way, I ran into Charlotte just after I left the
for
memorial
Alfie. Oh my
service. Well, maybe it'd be more accurate to say I knew she would be there, and there was no way she'd just let me go.
I know. What more they can can they
So
throw
you
at
know
us, right?
Charlotte too? The Charlotte? Journalist from the Steambird?
Yeah, way back when I first became the president of the Spina di Rosula, she was all over me. Wouldn't take no for an answer. I believe the story was called The True Heart of Darkness, Secret Tales of the Yellow Rose.
Oh.
To be fair, though, it was a really flattering feature.
Moral of the story: don't dissolve
So,
women. Yeah.
We've been on pretty good terms ever since.
Gosh, she is very pretty.
She was
I
trying to
agree.
lean on our friendship to get me to do an exclusive piece on the serial disappearances case.
Oh yeah, she told us about that. She's always been super interested in that case, so now her wish has finally come true too.
Anyway, I told her to make sure that when she writes about you guys entering the opera house
Oh,
with the
and thanks
critical
for stopping by,
evidence,
Adam.
that you
I'm
both
having a
sounded
wonderful day.
really
Thank you.
cool.
Oh my gosh, stop. It's so cool.
Now that's another thing to look forward to. We trust Charlotte's skills
Oh
with the
wow,
pen
she's
for
writing a
sure.
story.
Oh, and in other news, I also took Clarand out for a meal.
Oh, fun! They're getting along now. They had a little bit of tension there because of what happened with her dad.
Oh, are you two on better
There you
terms
go.
now?
I hope so.
While you were investigating Vache's headquarters, Clarand gave testimony on my father's behalf. It was thanks to her that we were able to turn the tide.
Oh, that's good.
I wanted to thank her. I mean, there's also no point in being awkward all the time. So we took the chance to reconcile with each other.
That's good. Yeah, they can reconcile now.
Oh, that's great. Paimon also thought Clarend wasn't actually a bad person. It's always good to have more friends.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway, now that the case has finally been solved, perhaps it will slowly begin to fade from the public consciousness. Oh, actually, there's still one last thing I need to do.
Ooh.
What is it?
I should pay a visit to my father's grave and tell him the truth of what happened, as well as how it all ended.
Yeah, Clarend was just doing her job. I feel like if I was Navia, I'd still feel upset. You know, like I feel like Navia had the right to be upset to some degree. I think so. I mean, I wouldn't just be like, oh, you know what, it's fine. It was just your job. You know what I mean? You know, yes, Clarend was just doing her job, but I feel like to some degree I would have been like, you know, where's the humanity, you know? So, I feel like it's just a tough situation for the both of them. You know what I mean? Okay.
And on top of that, just how much people still look up to him to this day. That includes me.
Oh my gosh.
Miss Navia.
Indeed.
Can I come too? Is that okay? Is that rude to ask?
We also think Callus is a really admirable person.
Yeah.
Sure thing. I'd like you two to share the moment with me. After all, without you, there might not have been such a positive ending.
No, I was just trying to help.
And in that case, everyone...
Yeah, exactly. Navia still has every right to be upset.
Considering the recent weather, we'll be lucky if we can reach Poisson before dark.
Yeah, you're
We're
right.
going to Poisson.
It's been raining non-stop for a few days
Oh,
now.
wow. Oh my gosh. Hopefully there won't be any flooding.
This is where my father's grave is. To be perfectly honest, even I haven't been back here for a long time.
Huh? There's someone there already.
Oh.
Wait. That figure. It can't be...
Clarend?
Isn't that Donut? Why would the Chief Justice be here?
Stop!
Huh? Navia?
Oh. Stop it right now!
My apologies. I should have asked before coming to pay my respects.
Oh my gosh.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I was trying to say there's no need for you to apologize. I wanted to show my father how much I've grown, but still, I doubt I've grown to the point that even the Chief Justice would feel compelled to apologize to me over and over.
Oh my gosh.
In that case, I will stop apologizing for now.
Oh, okay.
You really could use some pointers on understanding human emotions, Monsieur Neuvillette. In any
case, right.
Why did you come to Poisson?
Well, ever since that day, I've been turning a question over and over in my head. Just what is justice anyway?
Oh my gosh.
There was once a time when I didn't want to believe that there could be anything more important to humans than life itself.
That, yeah, because he was thinking about, like, why would you give up your life or something like that, or something.
Oh,
yeah.
Rather than that, it's probably more truthful to say I didn't believe humans were capable of resisting the most basic instinct of living things. That they could rebel against their own nature, or consider certain things to be more important than their own
He's not
lives.
human for sure, I agree. He's giving not human.
Which is also why I didn't stop your father from beginning that fateful duel.
Wow. What?
I believed that a truly innocent man would never throw away his life like that. That there was nothing, should have been nothing more important than one's own continued survival.
Gosh. You learn something new about humans every day, I guess so.
But Mr. Callus proved me utterly and decisively wrong.
I see.
If not for his sacrifice, the serial disappearances case would have remained unsolved to this day. Mr. Callus made the choice he did for his daughter, for his associates, and for many people completely unrelated to him.
Yeah, he is very dragon coded, I agree.
And in the end, from a certain perspective, one could say that he did it all.
Yeah,
for the
he's
sake of
learning. He's
justice.
learning how to be human.
A justice that's higher than life itself.
Wow.
So, you asked me why I came here. I just wanted to say my apologies to Mr. Callis in person.
Stop.
I should have
before
noticed
start
all of this
crying.
much sooner.
Oh, stop.
This regret has filled me
Oh,
with a sadness
stop.
that has haunted me for days.
No! The rain. It's a terrible day for rain.
That high
Stop
and mighty
it.
chair in the opera Epiclese indeed insulates one from many important things. Spina di Rosula, thank you so much for your hard work and perseverance.
I'm sorry for being mad at you before. So, you're actually one of those
what a
types that's
coincidence.
cold on the outside, but pretty thoughtful on the inside, huh? That reminds me of Silver, one of my guys.
Sorry about that. Self-expression is not one of my strong suits.
Stop it. Oh, no.
Didn't I just say you don't need to apologize?
Ah, so Navia and
my
Neverland seem to have
gosh.
made their peace as well. Let's not disturb them for now. We can wait till after they're done.
Stop it right now. Oh.
Paimon's
He's just
never paid
standing
respects
there.
at someone's grave before.
Menacingly. No, broodingly, if
Did
anything.
Paimon do anything rude there?
Oh my god. Well, you're not usually supposed to fly around someone's grave. Oh gosh.
Paimon didn't know that was a thing. But Paimon doesn't know what she would do if she can't
She could just float really close to the ground, you know? Big brother, never let stop making your emote cry. I'm a crybaby. It's okay, I'm used to it.
Oh no.
Being a crybaby.
Paimon hopes Miss Navia won't be too mad.
Wow, she took it seriously. That smirk. They're so funny. They get along
Anyway,
really well.
Neverland is still standing around there.
Oh my
It's not
gosh.
often that we
Lita
can
has
catch him
got
alone
to
like
see
this,
this. Be
so
sure to tell her when she
Why
gets
don't
back.
we go talk to him for a bit?
Oh
If
my
we can't talk to
God.
Lady Farina, we can at least talk to him, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Paimon walking is cursed. She could just mime walking. She doesn't have to actually walk. She can just float really close to the ground and move her legs. You think Paimon knows how to walk? That was rude of me to assume.
Oh, it's you two. Did Miss Navia invite you to come pay your respects to her father?
Mm-hmm. We ran into Navia on the streets today, so we just followed her here.
Mm-hmm.
I see, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Then is there something that I can help you with?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's pretty hard to run into you like this since
She
you're
doesn't know how to
usually
swim, that's for
super
sure,
busy.
yeah.
So we figured we could try to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Please feel free.
Wow,
Though
look at like the
outsiders,
sunlight.
you helped us solve one of the greatest mysteries in Fontaine.
Oh my gosh!
And it would be my pleasure to return the favor.
Yay! Oh, is this the end? Because they usually do this at the end of like the acts and stuff, or the end of, usually at the end of like the whole thing. But I guess it's the end of part 1. About water from the primordial sea.
So, at court, the bad guys referred to that special water as water from the primordial sea, but what is it really?
Yeah, I want to know how that works.
Truthfully, that name is already quite accurate. I can only
This
surmise
is the
that
end of the act,
Vacher and
yes,
his ilk
but they
only
didn't do
learned
this
of
at
its
the end
nature
of like
and
the
existence
first act.
after
Does that make
extensive
sense?
research.
Usually they do this at the very end of all of the acts, right before the interlude. But I guess they've separated into the 2 parts. So Act 1 and Act 2 is 1 part, and then they'll have other parts.
There used to be a special sea on the surface of this planet.
Ooh,
The nature
a
of its
special
seawater
sea.
was rather different from that of the sea we know today.
Oh wow!
Most of Tevat's life forms were first born in that special sea. You could say it nurtured much of the life on this planet.
This is the end of the Ace Detective Act. I can see that. Okay.
Huh. So it really was where everything began. It makes sense to call it primordial then.
Ocean. If you search up primordial sea, It says Wikipedia, cosmic ocean. A cosmic ocean, primordial waters, or celestial river is a mythological motif that represents the world or cosmos enveloped by a vast primordial ocean. Found in many cultures and civilizations, the cosmic ocean exists before the creation of the earth. From the primordial waters, the earth and the entire cosmos arose. Uh-oh, it's time for another lore dive. Because if you think about it, like, it kind of makes sense with the rest of the lore of Teyvat. Interesting. The lore. Very interesting.
But today, the primordial sea no longer exists on the planet's surface.
You can see this being added to my Google Calendar. Oh, I'll see if I can find time. This has been a prime ordeal. Oh my gosh.
What Vache discovered must have been some kind of special case, or a remnant from a truly ancient age.
I think I accidentally bit my lip earlier. This is so random.
So that's how it is. Oh, you really know everything, Monsieur Neuvillette.
They have like a boo-boo on my...
If that's the case, then why would people, at least people from Fontaine, dissolve in that kind of water?
Yeah, why is it just Fontanians?
Indeed. Why would the primordial sea, which was known to engender and nurture life, suddenly reverse itself and devour life instead?
Yeah, why are things returning to the primordial sea?
To be frank, that also doesn't match my understanding of this world and its laws. There must still be some unknown secrets around the people of this land.
I also hope they secured the hideout. That'd be bad if it went out.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
Oh, all sorts. I'll just ask the whole list. About the prophecy that has... Oh, we have to save this one for last. Let's do this one.
That the sea levels will rise and everyone
You're
will be
spoiling yourself
dissolved in
anyway because you're
water,
fixing your
leaving
PC
Farina
for
crying
Genshin.
alone
Oh
on
my
her
gosh.
throne, but the
Good
sins
luck. I
of
hope
the
it's nothing
people
too
will be
bad.
finally washed away for good.
The sea levels will rise and everyone will be dissolved in water, leaving Farina crying alone on her throne, but the sins of the people will finally be washed away for good.
Does that appropriately summarize the version you've heard?
Yes.
That's right. It was Linny that told us back then.
Oh, maybe the next part will
And
involve this.
That about covers all the main points.
Yes, up to the present, I think we reached a point where we have no choice but to confront this prophecy directly.
Oh, it's the second part is the prophecy.
Rumors have it that this prophecy is rooted in the last words the former Hydro Archon left to the world before she passed away.
A prophecy? Of the former Hydro Archon? Wow. This is the first time that we've ever heard of it.
2 parts of the prophecy have already proven correct.
2 parts.
The rising sea levels and the ability of the people of Fontaine to be dissolved. We should be more vigilant and stay on the watch for further signs.
But wait, wow.
Speaking of the prophecy, Farina has also always taken it quite seriously. Indeed, she has been collecting information and intelligence from across Teyvat for this purpose. If the rumors were true, then perhaps this prophecy is the conundrum left to Farina by her predecessor.
But with Farina being the way she is, can we really trust her to solve it?
We can help.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
He just ignored that question. About child.
My apologies. My investigation has still not reached its conclusion.
Because then maybe they'll also continue to wrap up that storyline.
However, I still believe the judgment of the Oratrice was not rendered arbitrarily.
Yeah, we have to figure out what's wrong with the Oratrice. Nuvita's head, I better not answer that. Oh,
but you also said you thought he was innocent.
For many years, I have been quite aware that the Oratrice does not simply mechanically repeat the verdict that I give on each case. As a divinely created mechanism, the people's unified faith in the concept of justice is integrated into it. Not only can it produce the incredible power of indemnitium, but it likely also possesses other traits.
The AI is becoming self-aware! They're gonna take over the planet!
Which is all to say, I have been prepared for a situation like this
Oh my gosh.
for a long time.
Oh my gosh!
So when Linny told us that he heard a human voice from the room where
Oh my gosh, what is that one?
stored,
I Am Legend, right? I Am Legend was the one with the... No, there was a different post-apocalyptic. No, I Am Legend isn't the one. It's another Will Smith movie that he was in. What's the? Not I Am Legend. That was also Will Smith. I think Will Smith was in another. iRobot. There we go. Okay. Both start with I. It's Will Smith also in iRobot, right? Yeah. Okay. They both started with I, and they're both kind of like, dystopians. Okay, yeah. I Am Legend was the zombie vampire. He was like the last person on Earth or something, right? That's so funny that he's the main character of both of these similarly dystopian, movies. And they both start with I. They both were really scary, though. Oh my gosh. Anyway, what was I saying? We were going to finish this quest.
I was not aware such a thing had occurred. Perhaps that could serve to prove my conjecture. I will add that to the list of items to investigate.
Naruto says for me and Nuva that should be the Hydro Archon. That's fair. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like maybe it's similar to like in Oron, how the school host club, how Tamaki's the president, but Kyoya's actually the one running everything. Oh, Verita's there for dramatics.
In any case, I am inclined to believe that the Oratrice does have a methodology all its own. We just do not have enough information.
That's crazy that they trust in it, but they don't even know it's like algorithm. That's crazy.
Based on Farina's reaction, I doubt even she had any idea what was going on. She managed to bluff her way through it, though. The time-tested twin tricks of bravado and drama.
Bravado and drama. It also kind of reminds me of the civil system in Psycho-Pass.
While we do intend to get to the bottom of this, for now, we regret to say that the Fatui Harbinger will just have to bide his time in the fortress of Meripede. If we did incorrectly convict him of crimes he did not commit, we will most certainly compensate him to the fullest extent allowed by the law.
What more does he need? What more compensation does he need?
If you ask Paimon, the only compensation
there you go. I was about to say.
Hard fight with you.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
Another avoided statement. Oh my gosh. Last one! Oh my gosh.
Your sibling. Another blonde-haired traveler.
No!
I'm sorry, but I've never seen anyone who matches
I don't know
that
what we were expecting. Oh my gosh. Well, maybe Frida might know more. Frida's gonna get impeached in the next story quest. Oh my god.
If he ever stepped foot in Fontaine, I'm sure he followed our laws to the letter and had no reason to appear on the stage of the opera Epicles. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
No, this is so sad. That's it. That's all of the questions. Oh, I have no more questions.
Very well. It was my honor to provide you with what answers I could.
Thank you.
I very much enjoyed conversing with you. It will soon be time for me to leave this blissful tranquility behind.
Oh my gosh.
And return to Palais Memoria.
Neverland, you scared me. That made it sound like you were gonna leave this mortal realm. It's soon. My time has come for me to leave this blissful tranquility. That sounds like you're going to pass on. Neverland, you scared me. Oh my gosh.
You really are super busy, Monsieur Neverland.
My people need me.
Paimon thought you only came here to pay your respects today because you had the day off.
Crime and villainy do not have the day off, and so justice must work around the clock as well. This is merely the nature of a justice's work.
All right, you've got a point. Huh? Paimon just noticed that the river stopped.
Interesting. Interesting how that works, huh? Whoa! I like that ending card. That was so nice. What a gorgeous man. Yeah, very, like, handsome, for sure. Oh my gosh. That's it! That's the end! Oh my gosh. Until next patch, right? What did you all think? Oh my gosh. That was so... I cried so much. But I feel like I'm just a crybaby, so... Yippee! You dig his Rita color scheme? We were saying that he's like my older brother. First I have Eula is my sister, and now I have a brother in Genshin. What did I think? Oh my gosh, I thought, for me at least, It was so... there was the whole thing where he confronted, or the ladies confronted Marcel. So powerful. Incredibly powerful, I thought. How they all kind of like, as a group, as a unit, were like, we are upset, we are angry. This is what you did. You know, that was crazy. Wow, very powerful, very impactful. I think for me that was the part that stood out the most. Big bro, never don't make Emoto Rita cry. I make myself cry. I feel like, I don't know, it's a good way of letting the emotions run free. The entire arc quest with Liddy and Navi and Marcel and Co. I guess in this act specifically. Because technically I don't think the arc quest is completely over yet. But in Act 2, so this stream and last stream, what did you all think?
The damned will sooner die again.
Okay,
than lay a
Xiao.
hand on me.
Oh my gosh. Eki says, Diluc, Zhongli, Ayato, I'll hate them, and Nervalet should all have a drink together. I can see that. Oh, very, like, refined people. Okay, Xiao, thank you, sir. I know his idol, like, you know, sound is so... Sometimes, because he'll just sometimes stand there and he'll start having, like, coughing up mucus as one of his, like, idol sounds. Thanks for being encouraging. They changed it, actually, I think. Because I think when I first was a Xiaoming, the first time he did this, like... I was like, oh my gosh, what is this noise? Where is it coming from? I got jump scared the first time it happened, that's for sure. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess it makes sense for his lore, but... Did anyone else get jump scared? Oh my gosh. Did I finish? Yeah, I just finished the Archon quest. Isn't that crazy? There's a lot of other quests that I haven't finished yet, but that'll be something I will find time for in my own time. Maybe, someday. Oh my gosh. Wow, tour guide. Oh my gosh. See all this stuff I haven't done yet? My goodness. Okay. Freaking me out here, Xiao. It's okay. No, I'm used to it at this point. Dark. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he deals with a lot. Yes, it's the abyssal corruption. But oh my gosh, I'm gonna have a little lore moment. But I just love how he was able to overcome like a lot of his his difficulties with his friends. Because this whole thing was I don't want to spoil. Well, technically, for this at this point in the Archon quest, you probably already experienced this, but the Chasm Gang quest is what I like to call it. But basically, he felt like a lot of his issues he had to deal with on his own. Like he felt like he didn't want other people to be inconvenienced, and rather he felt like he didn't deserve like the nice things that like people being. This is gonna sound really like what's the word? Tropey? I don't know. But he feels like he doesn't deserve a lot of what people experience, like happiness or relaxation or things like that, because of the things he carries. Oh my gosh, that's a really sad book. If you've ever read The Things They Carry, it's a really sad book. But you know, he had this like conversation with Traveler and was like, let your friends, like, we want you here, we want to protect you, you know, we want to help you. So, like, let us help you. Like, let us be a part of your life. And he was like, okay, I'm gonna trust you guys, and I wanna, you know, let you all into my life. And that was such a wonderful part. I really appreciate it. In fact, I still like remember. It's a core memory. I still remember. It was like late. It was like late afternoon, early evening, and they were like standing by the temple shrine. Pervasi's temple shrine, which I hadn't finished at that point. I did eventually finish it though, and they had this really, it was such a good story, and I think it's probably one of my favorite quests. And not because I am biased and Xiao is my favorite character, but because, I don't know, it was such a very emotionally, like, satisfying story. I think it was, I don't know, I think it was very compelling. And maybe it's because Xiao is my favorite character, who knows? But I like how they had that sort of character development. And I like how they've extended that character. And maybe it's because I pay attention a lot to his story, but like, even during the Lantern Rite Festival, when they invited him to dinner, and, like, everyone was starting to, like, befriend him again, and he was like, yeah, you know. It was so, like, when Xiangling was there at the dinner and was like, oh my gosh, I gotta cook you something. And I was just like, oh my gosh, she's making friends. Oh my gosh. Yeah, right. I'm not biased at all. You're so right, Sig. You all are so funny. I think you read more of the lore than anyone I know about Xiao specifically or Genshin in general. Oh my gosh. Zhongli is so powerful, yet we don't see his power in the story. I reckon he's the most powerful Archon in terms of strength. That's true. I think he just gave up his, you know, station, I guess. Read it with a bias? Never would have thought. Oh my gosh. One of my favorite biases is Junghyun from Twice. But anyway, I think we're starting to get into tangent territory. So thank you all so much for watching me, you know, finish the Archon quest. I'm probably just gonna, if I can find time, I'll continue to play Genshin on my own time. But you will definitely be seeing another Genshin stream for the next patch, and we can play more of the Archon quest together. But in the meantime, tomorrow I have some piano practice, so we're gonna have another practice hour tomorrow. I'm gonna just try to find some more sheet music again to learn. Maybe I'll try to find some Genshin music or Honkai music. We'll see.
The
but
damned will
something
sooner
easy,
die
because I actually
again
want to
than
try
lay
to
a
learn
hand on
something.
me.
I only know one song on the piano. But that's what we're going to do tomorrow. And if you want to see the rest of my schedule, you can check on Twitter, YouTube community. I have a stream placeholder with that. And it's also in my end cards. You can hang out with us for a few more minutes. But if you're heading out for the day, I hope you have a wonderful rest or a wonderful rest of your day. Let's go! Zetsudang! Yes, you're right. We can't have our post-game tangent territory. I have energy this time, so last time I was a little sleepy. Okay, let's see. Let me close my... Because sometimes I'll end without tangent time. Because I'm hungry or sleepy. But oh my gosh. Close that. Wow. And bye, Uncle Red. Thanks for stopping by. Now I saw Uncle and I thought of Uncle Marcel. Uh-oh. Uncle Marcel, the shell with shoes on. That's crazy. Karma, thank you so much for celebrating your membership anniversary. And you too, JD. You have glorious whiskers. Oh, you mean this? you mean Lita's? Oh, do you want Lita for the tangent time? I'll go call her. I'll go grab her. She's in the other room right now. Oh ho ho! I heard somebody wanted more Lita. Is this time slot very late for you? No, this is actually the best time for me. This is why I stream at this time the most often. This is the most ideal time for me. Mm-hmm. Where did Rita go? Oh my gosh. Rather, this is the most ideal time for Rita. Because I am Rita. Let's see. Marco, thank you so much for the super chat. And Sang, thank you so much for the super chat as well. And, you know, this is why I also ask at the very beginning of stream if volume check is okay. That's also why I mention whenever I'm switching, you know, like from my headphones to my speaker. Because then there's usually a volume change there. But at any time, please let me know. Don't be shy. That's why I ask a lot. Let's see. Hyper Epsilon, thank you so much for the super chat. Justice Funds! Oh my gosh. For justice. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Can you time slot for Age of Fan? See, if it was possible to do every... I think I've mentioned this before, but... And I think I've talked about this before, but just for anyone who hadn't been able to... It's hard for just me as a person individually to be able to do, you know, to always stream in times that are good for everybody. You know what I mean? Yeah, and so I do have times where I stream in my mornings that work well. I try to be as, you know, accommodating as possible, but at the end of the day, I'm just one person with a sleep schedule. So, you know, it's you know, there's only so much I can do. Yeah, I like to think that I try to, you know, be as accommodating as much as possible, but you know, there's only so much I can do, right? And I mean, I try to make my Archangel radios in the morning. I think that's probably why I started also doing, because I started doing Archangel radio in the mornings because I wanted. Well, the reason why I started doing Archangel radio is because I wanted to hang out with more people and get to know more people. But I also, the reason why I did them in the morning is because I wanted to have a morning stream. But you know, it's hard to fit everyone, and you know, it's. If I could, I would. I guess that's where I'm gonna end it there. I would if I could, you know. My schedule is you know, based off of just my life, and how I wish I could, you know, change just everything about my life, I guess. But I guess you could say that for anyone, right? I mean, you know, I guess everyone would want something a little bit better for their time schedule, but you know, if it's, there's nothing wrong with being VOD gang either, you know, or you know, there's also plenty of prismers who have more convenient times, because I understand, you know, I understand where you're coming from. I think there's definitely a lot of fun to be had joining a streamer live. I can totally understand that. I see where you're coming from. I can empathize with that, but you know, I guess what I'm trying to say is I would appreciate a little bit of empathy in terms of, you know, time and scheduling, right? I think this is just the time that works best for me, and you know, yeah, there's plenty of streamers who also have, you know, maybe more, I guess, what was the word I'm looking for? More approachable stuff. Exactly, you do you, whatever time works for you best. Yeah. I guess what I'm trying to say is, earlier what I was saying, you know, having, because I think I can definitely empathize with, you know, feeling as if you maybe are left out if you can't join a stream live. But I guess in return, I would also like to ask for some empathy in that it's a little stressful in thinking like I have to match everyone's wants, right? There's so many people out there with their own wants and needs, and that's okay, right? I think everyone has their own preferences and their own schedules, and I think it's important that you stick to your sleep schedules and your work schedules. That's completely important. I think education and work is very important. But it is stressful when I think a lot of people say, you should do this or you should do that, and it's nigh impossible to meet all of those demands. So I guess requests. They would bad verbiage there. But yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is, you know, do express some empathy towards streamers in that way. I think there's nothing wrong with expressing a request, you know, or like, oh, I love seeing you at this time zone, like I'd love to hear you more. But I think when it comes to being like repetitive, I guess it does become a little bit stressful, if that makes sense. The schedule being hard on anybody as long as they are comfortable with that said schedule. Sorry, I misread that. Let's see. Well, the schedule being hard on anybody as long as they're comfortable with that said schedule. That. Oh, yeah. But yeah, abusing one's sleep is not ideal. I agree. So everyone can be in the same time zone. Could you imagine? Oh my gosh, not me having this very serious conversation with the Lita disguise on. Surprise! I'm actually Rita this whole time. I bet you didn't know that. My disguise is so good. Da-do. Da-da-do. But I think it was like a year or two ago where I had a similar experience. But I kind of just settled in you know, I'm going to do the times that are best for me. I do try to have morning streams. I think there is I think there is a beauty of morning streams, although I do get tired for the rest of the day. But I do try to vary where I can, but, you know, there's only so much. I know we were lied to, bamboozled this whole time. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I know! Surprise! Oh my gosh. But I guess to wrap things up on that conversation, I guess, you know, just be a little bit, you know, careful with how you may phrase something, if that makes sense. Because again, you know, there's nothing wrong with asking a question and being curious, but, you know, maybe the way that you say something or the amount of times you may say something, it may feel stressful to the other person. It may feel like, I'm trying to think. It may feel almost like a demand if it's like repetitive. Right? Does that make sense? I'm rambling. Oh my gosh. And let me put it, I'm not a very eloquent person sometimes, but yeah. But I can understand where, you know, you might be coming from. For those who feel, you know, who may feel left out, or I can understand. But and I hope, you know, me saying things like, you know, there are plenty of streams. I hope that doesn't come across as like, well, if you don't want to watch my stream, just go somewhere. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I think everyone's health is very important. Everyone's schedule is very important. You all have very important things. Your own personal lives are very important, and I think you all should give yourselves the priority that you deserve. So, you know, whatever. I don't know. I'm rambling. I'm rambling, but I wouldn't want you all to go out of your way to, but just I guess, you know, if you inquire about something, you know, and maybe you get a response back. Maybe if it's not something that you're not, you know, maybe it's not the best response you were hoping for, maybe don't press the issue again. Does that make sense? I feel like if you ask a question, you get a response, and you continue to ask the question, it's a little stressful. If that makes sense. Is that just a me thing? Oh my goodness. Hugs for Rita. Wait, what? Aw, thank you. What is this? This is coming out of nowhere. Is it because the Archon quest is really sad? Oh my gosh. Give hugs to Rita, chat being wholesome. Aw, yeah, hugs. Yeah. See, that's what I love about the Archangels. You know, I feel like, you know, it's, I don't know. I just love the hugs. Thank you all. You all are so sweet. Oh my goodness. But yeah, at the end of the day, I try my best, and there's only so much I can do. So yeah, Professor DeBoss says people need to realize when their baby isn't being received how they wish. I guess so. Yeah, you know, it's, you know, interaction's a two-way street, and I try to be as empathetic as I can. You know, I try to check whenever I'm like, oh, maybe it's because this isn't an experience that I've had before. And am I as a person, me myself, is there like an angle that I'm looking at this that I personally have not, you know, had an experience or perspective that I don't have that's kind of creating my answer to something? Like, is the reason why I'm perceiving it a certain way, or how I feel about something, because of my... Of course, everyone has their own unique experiences that influence I'm very passionate about things like this. I don't know if you can tell, but things like emotions and empathy and how you perceive things. I think it's very... I don't know, I try to check myself, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because sometimes I think, oh, well, how I perceive this, perceive this in a certain way, but, you know, how could the other person be intending it? And I hope that other people are also doing the same thing. And unfortunately, you know, that's not the case. You know, in the best cases, you know, people are empathetic and understandable. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Oh my gosh, I'm such a rambler. Be like Nuvi and teachable. Oh my gosh. I don't know, I think it's very important that we all do that. I don't even think it's like a... I'm not even speaking to any specific like thing. I just think in general, you know, I try to be... And I invite you all to be the same, you know, as much as you can. Obviously, you can't think about that all the time, right? In just day-to-day conversation. You can't always think about, like, every single detail and every... Otherwise, that's a lot of mental load, right? But I guess in, like, the grand scheme of things, like, maybe I don't analyze every small thing that I say, but maybe, like, at the end of, like, a thing, I'm like, okay, well... How do I feel after that? Or how do I perceive the other person to have, like, felt about that? Does that make sense? A certified, what would Rita do? I don't know, I would implore you all to also, and I'm sure you all do this as well, but just another friendly reminder, because sometimes I have to remind myself too. Like if I get upset by something, I have to think about it, like, oh, how did they mean that, you know? And like, where are they coming from? Does that make sense? I might devote an unhealthy amount of effort to be conscious of myself in as many interactions as I can. Because if you're too one way or the other, it's not good, right? Balance is important, as with anything. But like, if you keep yourself too ignorant to how others may feel, then that hurts the other person, right? But then if you become too focused and fixated on every single thing that you say and how it'll come across, then that hurts you. So you have to find a balance. And again, that balance doesn't just lie solely completely on you, right? Conversation is a two-way street, and you would hope, right? You would hope that the other person also finds that balance. But at the end of the day, we're all humans, so like sometimes you'll lead more one way or you lead more another way, and that doesn't necessarily mean you're a bad person, right? That's just how we are as people. And you know what you can do is, if you do find yourself leaning more one way or the other, one way or another. I had to have a musical tangent. Anyway, it's important for you to kind of like try to bring yourself back to the middle, if that makes sense. It's best not to act on knee-jerk reactions. That's fair. I feel like I've definitely had those moments. If you're too nice, people tend to take advantage of you. Oh, Bio, you are preaching to the choir. I feel like that was I feel like that's something I experienced when I was a lot younger. And I think everyone, at least who can whatchamacallit, who can relate to that, has had their own, you know, response to that. You know, like figuring out like, oh my gosh, you know, there are bad characters out there who take advantage of like your kindness. You know, and I feel like for me, when I was kind of like, oh man, what do I man, like I just want to be nice to people. I think that kind of taught me to find that balance that I was just talking about earlier. But yeah, yeah. It's a two-way street to tango. You're so right. Yeah. I mean, I just, at the end of the day, you know, yes, you know, being a VTuber is like my job, right? But it's also kind of just my outlet for doing things that I love to do, and you know, as I do things that I like to do, and I stream in certain time zones, you know, a natural, I guess, sort of flow will happen, I guess. So I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, but you know, I unfortunately cannot, whatchamacallit. Unfortunately cannot, be everyone's cup of tea. There you go. That's a good one. I'm not everyone's cup of tea, and that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. Today we learned to be more respectful to our precious VTuber here, schedule-wise, etc. I know, not today. You all are very respectful on the whole. I think you all are very thoughtful and respectful and patient. And I think you all have always, you know, I feel like you all have always been very, you know, understanding. Yeah. And I try to be, you know, the same way. Again, it's a two-way street. It takes two to tango, right? Yeah. But yeah. You know, there's always gonna be things that pop up here and there. But at the end of the day, is, you know, we can all find that understanding together. I try to be my best, at least for the people that deserve it. Yeah, exactly. Like we're not always gonna get things right. And I think one thing that Bayou said something earlier about how, like, you know, sometimes people can take advantage of your kindness, but aw, Shiny, that's so sweet. You're kind but stand your ground where needed. Exactly. I feel like I've developed a good sense of, you know, when I can tell when someone's having malicious intention versus when someone's has good intentions but is misguided. Does that make sense? I feel like, and I try to, you know, I try to give the benefit of the doubt, and I try to exercise the same patience that you all exercise with me, you know, and there are, you know, I think definitely I say that from a space where I do have a lot of, like, emotional capacity, like emotional energy. I'm not necessarily, like, I'm not in a bad headspace. I think definitely not every moment is a teachable moment. I think this is for anyone out there who may be like, well, I wouldn't do the same. I think it really depends on your personal situation. If you yourself, you know, feel the need to protect your space or protect your mental capacity or your emotional capacity, I think it's fine dealing with things in different ways, as long as you're not hurting people, right? So, like, for example, like, you know, sometimes you'll, you know, have this conversation, or sometimes you'll just, you know, like, maybe someone would choose to, like, wrap up stream, or someone would choose to ignore a message, or someone would choose to, like, mute somebody. Everyone has their own way of protecting their peace, and I think it really just depends on your emotional capacity, your spoons, right? And I think it's now we're having a conversation about spoons, which I also love talking about. For those who don't know, how do I explain spoons? We've talked about spoons before. Hold on, I'll search it up. It's a fantastic concept. The spoon theory is a metaphor describing the amount of physical and or mental energy that a person has available for activities and tasks. So oh my gosh, on the whole, I feel like I tend to have a lot of, like, spoons for things like having conversations like these. And I like having conversations like these. I love thinking about stuff like this. But, you know, for others, for them, protecting their peace may just be, like, muting or blocking. And, you know, I think we should normalize, because I think a lot of people think of muting. I talked about this in my Nami thingamaboop. I think things like that are a very powerful tool for protecting your space. And that's not to say, like, people don't abuse things like the block and the mute button, but I think you can't always have the energy to teach other people. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people put the onus on the person who is suffering to do the teaching, or to do, like, this is why you upset me, or, like, this is what you could do better, right? A lot of that mental load gets put on the person who was upset. So I personally don't think it's a bad thing that people choose to draw the line at certain places. Does that make sense? Like, I think if you don't have the emotional energy to have these conversations now or, you know, until later or something, I think it's fine to protect your space. It can take a lot to do the teaching when it really feels like the people should be open and learning up front. Yeah. Because I feel like you shouldn't always have to be the one to... Does that make sense? I'm rambling again. I think... Yeah. Truly an Archangel family moment right here. I guess what I'm saying is I'm trying to reiterate what I said in my Nami Express talk. Yeah. You can start the day with 10 spoons, for example. Certain interactions, activities, or emotions take away some amount of spoons. When you get low on or run out of spoons, you need to recharge. Oh my gosh, I was actually reading this thing about mental load today. It's like the cognitive effort involved in managing your work, relationships, your friends, your family, and it's basically like I searched it up right now, but I read this like article about what mental load is and how and broadly I think the article I was reading was about women's like invisible like mental labor, but it's this idea that like, oh my gosh, it was such an interesting concept. I don't know. I mean, I guess this makes sense. This is stuff I read about just, you know, on the day-to-day, but it refers to like very intangible, like unseen things involved, because, you know, like let's say you're more of a, oh my gosh, how do I even describe it? I have to read more about it, but it's, I'm trying to think of an example that I came up with. Yeah, like, for example, like this is an example that I saw. Let's say somebody made like muffins for, this is the example that I saw. Muffins for like a kid that they had. This was the example that I saw. And they're like on the oven, they saw them come out of the oven, and the mom was like going to work on other stuff, and the dad calls over the mom and is like, hey, are these muffins safe to feed like the kid or the baby? And for the mom, you know, it doesn't seem like it, but that's a little, this is a small example. It doesn't seem like it, but that is a mental load, because she was off doing something else, and then she had to context switch, which context switching does take some sort of like mental energy, right? To go from one task and focusing on one task, just having to switch contexts, resolve a situation, and then come back. This is, again, a very minor example. This is to kind of just illustrate the idea. And then go back and context switch again, and then have to go back to focusing on something else, when the partner could have gone over to the muffins and just tested the heat. So again, a small example, but does that kind of like illustrate the idea? It was a very interesting concept, and I'd have to read more about it, but I don't know. I love reading about stuff like that. I just like find articles about it and I learn more about it, but I don't know. Like, do you get the concept? maybe I'll do that for my lecture series. I think I haven't posted about it yet, but I wanted, for this month, since it's lifelong learning is the theme, I want to do like a lecture series. So I don't know, because we're gonna continue the Isekai chart stream this week, and then let's see, and then I want to do like a lecture about like project management. I think I definitely did a video panel at Off-Kai about project management, but I really updated my VTuber project management game, so I really want to show you all like all of the mind, you know, all the things that I've crafted in my mind about how to keep track of things. And it's with Notion, which is free. So any VTubers out there, I want to impart my wisdom. I love talking about project management. Another, I wanted to do an emotional like based one. I thought would be cool too, so maybe we'll talk about mental load. But that was just like a random thing I searched up and I want to learn more about. Let me see, I wrote some stuff down. I updated the lore of project management. I did. Oh my gosh. Saying thank you so much for the super chat. That's why you're my favorite VTuber. Wholesome yet realistic. Yeah, I mean, I try to, you know, I'm happy that I can express my thoughts and my emotions, and that, you know, you all are very, like, open to that. And I don't know if it's like, I don't know. It makes me happy. It's because I was gonna say, I don't know if it's the whole like chat reflects streamer or streamer reflects chat, but I think we kind of we all bounce off of each other. So yeah, right back at you all. Okay, Uno reverse card. I'm glad I joined you guys, the Archangel family. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that I get to be a part of all of this. I think I tell you all, I'm always really happy that I get to be a part of this journey of just learning and growing and being better people, and, you know, being forgiving for ourselves, to ourselves and to other people. And I don't know, at the end of the day, we're all just human and we experience emotion, and that can be complicated things sometimes. And anything we can do to help each other navigate the complicated journey that is being human, I think, you know. Chat reflects streamer reflects chat reflects streamer reflects to the power of 1,000. Exactly. Oh my gosh. So happy that you're happy, that I'm happy, that you're happy, that I'm happy. You're happy. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I'm extra rambling now. But in terms of lecture series, I definitely want to do, so we're going to have more of Isekai Chart Stream this weekend. I'm just going to read what everyone says. I'm not going to prepare any more slides, but I'm just going to prepare more thoughts of mine, and then we can kind of have like a Socratic circle almost. But I also wanted to do like a how to host great collabs lecture, kind of like how I come up with ideas, how I like plan them, how I set up rehearsals and things like that, how I actually host a collab itself, like what I do, what I say, what I think about when I collab. And then I wanted to do a public speaking tips lecture as well. I think separate from being a host for collabs, I think there's definitely lots of things you could just think of generally in terms of public speaking that anyone could think about, host or otherwise. Just things that I learned when I was younger that helped me become a better public speaker. Ready for more brain fry, extra crispy this time. I'm gonna leak my work booklet to the world. Yeah, you all get more inside scoop on my brain works. But speaking of brain, my brain needs food. I need brain food. I'm not hungry. I'm just feeling kind of snacky. So, oh, that's right. I wanted to go buy cookies. I hope it's not too late. It's okay. If it's too late, I'll just go buy cookies tomorrow. It's no big deal. But thank you all so much for hanging out. I had so much fun. Such a riveting Archon quest. And of course, as always, a wonderful tangent time. Tangent corner. Who's live right now in Prism? Let's see. June's live right now. Let's go ahead and raid in. And a huge shout out to today's Bread Heist leaders. I'm trying to find my Bread Heist leader board. Huge shout out to our Bread Heist leaders for today. Marco, Hyper Epsilon, and saying thank you all very much. And as always, I'm the idol to give you the wings to fly. Cyber Angel, Rita Kamishiro, at your service. Bye! For the gifted membership. Also, I wanted to tell you all. So I told my friend, the friend who I think I told you how she wanted to get me a gift because she was gonna get it to me early because she wasn't gonna be around for my birthday in early October. but she was like, I want to get you something. What do you want? And I was like, oh, I don't really know, actually. And she's like, okay, I'll think of something. But then I was like, oh my gosh, I'll ask her if she wants to get me a Shinobu if that's something that's within her budget. 'Cause I pointed out the cheaper $30 one to her, and she was like, ooh, interesting. So I may or may not be learning how to play the Shinobu. But we'll see. Were the cheeseburgers great? Yeah. Pretty awesome. But thanks again for stopping by, and I'll see you all tomorrow for piano practice. Bye!